All right, welcome to Richland Northeast High School, home of the Cavaliers in Columbia, South Carolina. This is AC Flora Varsity at Richland Northeast. I got Alex here with me.
It's cold. Oh, cool.
It is chilly.
And of course, I decided, I was like, I'll be fine not to wear pants today. I'm going to make that mistake, and it'll haunt me for the next 5 hours.
That's all right. Well, I don't have long sleeves, so
we should trade, Jeff.
We're both half wrong.
We should trade. I'll give you my jacket, and you give me. And you
trade at halftime.
All right, Joe. We'll be right back, guys. We got to do some important stuff.
Oh yeah.
But no.
I wonder if Arnie has a hoodie for sale.
Wonder if they have pants for sweatpants.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. Sweatpants are a little less.
See, you should have planned better.
Apparently, I should have figured that out before. Should realize if I would forget something, might as well be my hood, because you can go buy one. However, you're then supporting the other team, Jeff, which I feel like that would be very much not okay.
Hey, wait a second. Hold on.
Said he thought it might be Brendan Green. He played for Floyd. Floyd said, no, I coached him, and I know there's no chance. So Roper's got to be this. Yeah, this has got to be. We're declaring it official.
We're declaring it.
No, it's official. It's an official definite fiction record.
I think I've usually been saying like 99.9% sure. Like I mean, you can't imagine it be anyone else.
I mean, because there are a lot of years where the team wasn't, the school wasn't great, let's say, and then but even like the years, I'm thinking like even like Colin Draft's years, it's pretty run heavy.
That's what yours.
Two quarterbacks switching. Beamish only had 1 year, and it was the COVID year, so we only had 10 games, including the state championship. And I think he got right around 2,000. He didn't have a ton of yards, but he didn't need to, because we also had a ton of running backs. And then same story with Carew. Carew, I think he got close to 2,000, but he used to joke a little bit, or well, I guess not joke. Coach Floyd never let him pass for 200 yards in a game.
I mean, I think you said it best. I think it's like not like but you said we're very run heavy, so it's kind of like Georgia Tech's quarterback passing record. Like, it's not that high because theoretically, and obviously Roper's record's probably gonna stand for a long time though.
So I wonder how many Will Wilson had here.
I could have done that research, but I was more focused on another former RNE Cavalier this week.
Yeah, because Will started as a freshman here. His dad was a coach.
Yeah, now he's playing at North Carolina State.
Yeah,
doing all right for himself.
So I would imagine, if I had to guess, I would say he probably averaged 22. So he's probably somewhere around 8,500 for his career.
Probably. What Roper's going to not be able to catch people on is the problem of he didn't play freshman year.
Yeah.
And, that's a whole year that's taken away from him. Yeah. And so Roper's pretty much averaging about 25 a year, pretty much. He's going to get more this year, but theoretically he's on like 26, 28, I guess, a year, right?
He's going to get, because he'll end up probably, including playoffs, he'll be a little over, well, he might be 82, 8,300.
About to say, right, he's coming into the day, he's 7,200. If we're going to do exact amount, I have it written down, of course.
If we make it
72.23. So that's what he's at currently at this very second.
4 rounds, so 3 rounds to get to South Point. So 3 playoff games?
That's the hope, yes. Yeah.
And then
there are some other good teams in 4A besides South Point, by the way. We will have to play, so nothing's guaranteed. But yes.
But even if it's 2 playoff games, it should be 8,200.
He should probably get 800. I feel like he can get 8,000 by the last week, because,
third quarter against Dreer.
That's the hope. His career high in passing yards came against Dreer.
Yeah.
So that's the hope.
Do they have a color guard?
Wait. No. Not that I saw. Not that I see, at least.
The American flag is located by the scoreboard.
Yes, it is. All right, we'll turn the camera.
The marching band, under the direction of Mr. Danielle Kemp, will perform Lift Every Voice and Sing, before our national anthem. Palmetto Center for the Arts and Cavalier senior athlete Addison Monroe will sing the Star Spangled Banner. Old veterans, we invite you to render the appropriate hand salute when the national anthem is played. Fans, please remain standing until the performance concludes. Thank you, Silver Cadet Marching Band. And now for the performance of the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh, that was fantastic.
She sings better than me, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Wow.
Does she,
Yeah,
does she sing better than you,
awesome.
Jeff?
Yeah, I think so.
It's time for some football on
Man.
Brookfield Road.
All right, speaking of time for football, it's also time to call my dad. All right, let's see.
Flora Falcons.
All right, hey Dad, turn down your
And your orange
Turn down
and
your TV.
blue, the Richland Northeast
All right, let's see.
Cavaliers. On behalf of Principal Dr. Marlon Thomas and the Richland Northeast High School community, I ask sportsmanship be displayed in the
Hey,
highest
you're
level
on the stream, don't curse.
athletes and fans.
No, that Star Spangled Banner was incredible.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Lessons are
Just a cappella.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to continue our winning ways now because we're heading toward the end.
Yes.
And it's now's the time to compete and to show what we got and what we've learned.
Yeah.
And I expect them to win and win big.
Yeah, I think we want this week and next week especially, like no mistakes, you know, like get the offense rolling.
Yeah.
No turnovers. Have the defense.
Solid defense.
Yeah.
Solid defense. Yeah. and that's really the key. I think we're going to have an exciting game. I hope so. And like I say, don't forget my cheerleaders.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Jeff, you're
got
slacking.
Although the lighting on this at this field is a little weird. Like you can sort of see in the screen now, the track is not lit. So
Okay.
so they're going to be dark, but that's all right. Maybe I'll adjust
But
the
it's
ISO.
clear.
Yeah,
It's pretty clear right now, all the way across. It's very nice.
Excellent.
The view is good.
show
Everybody's
us.
a little
There we go.
tiny because you're
Yes.
far away. But
Yeah. I'll zoom in. Here we go.
okay. But I'm looking forward to a great game.
Yeah, no, it should be good. All right, well,
Oh.
enjoy, and talk to you later.
Yes. Okay, bud. Take care.
All right, bye. All right, that was my dad. Let me turn off Bluetooth. All right.
So this provides a different challenge for me, Jeff. You know, usually we're really high up. Now we're like lower,
Oh yeah, no.
and so like we're still far away, but we're lower. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying to.
And we're-
Jerseys are annoying.
We're also with our people. It's
I
kind of
know
nice.
it's weird. You know, I know all these people. Well, some of these people,
Yeah,
not all of them. All of them's a lot.
but it's cool to be in the away stands.
Correct. It's just different.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. So hey, we got captains.
We do have captains from. All right, let me make sure I don't mess any of these up. From left to right, you got Jeremiah Cabanis. Next, well, he's the one, not the first, the second one. Next to him on the left is Lane Godfrey. Next to Jeremiah is Brett Epps, and then of course the former R&E Cavalier, Blake Patel.
he's been captain on this field before.
He has been captain of this field. Of course, Blake played 3 years straight here at R&E before transferring to Flora, before he's having a great year, over 2,200 all-purpose yards here for the Cavaliers in 4 years. As looks like Richland Northeast is going to make all of their seniors tonight.
Yeah.
Captains. I don't know if I can read all those.
Yeah, told his dad I'm really glad that Blake's not celebrating senior night tonight. that he's on our
We've got
side.
2 more weeks, and what I was telling Jeff is, you know, I think this is the 3rd game this year where we've had something, and we're gonna have, or no, the 4th, because it was Lawrence, it was our homecoming, and then it was York's homecoming.
Yeah.
So it's his senior night for R&E, probably gonna be a senior night for Dreer, and then our senior night. So half of our games have some sort of
celebrate.
celebration. It's pretty wild, to be honest.
Yeah. It's everyone doing it for definite fiction.
They all want to be on camera. I don't blame them, to be honest.
No.
I mean, you know, it's our fault. A lot of this stuff happens. You know, that's what we say about all of these offers.
Yeah.
Of course, Azell got another offer, Sacramento
look.
State.
Yeah, it looks like R&E has all their seniors, I guess.
Yeah, that's what. Did you just?
Oh, is that what you said?
It's fine.
I wasn't listening.
I know. I could tell. Yeah, I said. I said it looks like they're doing all their seniors, which may make it a little harder for me to try to read them all off.
Yeah, you did say that.
I did say that, didn't I?
Yeah.
You know, it's really weird. You know, like me saying something and like you just not listening. It happens a lot, actually. You
know,
notice that?
it happens a lot when like you say something and I don't listen.
What?
Oh, man. All right.
Jeb's having fun.
Yeah. It's
glad-
nice. I like the breeze. I feel good.
Yeah?
I'm gonna feel really chilly once it gets around to like third, fourth quarter. But I
Don't
feel
worry,
good now.
we both are for different reasons.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Well, I think it'd be fine if it wasn't as windy as it is. It's kind of like breezy, which is like it's not windy, but it's annoying.
Yeah.
I'm just like, just leave me alone.
All right. Official sees that I got my shot, so we can go ahead and proceed to the middle.
That is
I feel like we're on a commercial. Actually, you know, every time, like the action stops on the field, that it's such that it seems like we're in a commercial break. We should read a commercial.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. So the 4
Jesus,
captains that are
right.
coming out are Kyle Porter on the left, Cameron Buckley the second one, Gerald Turner number 4, and then number 7, which I believe they said is Niger Gano, because that was not what he was listed on my roster as. So I'm glad senior night actually happened, because I would be calling him the wrong name, and I'd be wondering why a sophomore is out there.
Captains, point toss.
Oh man.
All right, so Jeff, I have a question, like a serious question. When was the last time
Yeah.
we went all white? We don't usually go all white.
We've done this. What do we normally wear? Gray pants or?
Gray pants, something
Yeah.
like red pants, blue pants, something, not all white.
Yeah. Oh, I like the all white.
I do. I love all white. I think all white's one of my favorite uniform combinations. Pretty much any team can wear.
Looks good with the blue helmet. The
Always.
Flora blue.
The Flora blue.
Yeah. They won and they're receiving. Oh man, I saw the.
I was telling Floyd earlier. I was like, good luck tonight. I guess we'll be within earshot of you. I mean, I can just yell down, Coach. We need no more man on. You can do like you do in lacrosse. Hey, it's a flag.
To begin tonight's contest, the Cavaliers will receive.
So our defense will be out there first.
All right.
As everyone on the RNE side dabbing up Blake
Ooh, wait.
in his return for the.
Wait, we got a.
I can't read that.
I can almost read it.
Hold up, if I come over here, maybe.
Friday night. I don't know the yellow, and then Falcons Cavaliers.
Friday night, lights, camera, action. Falcons versus Cavaliers. Enjoy the show.
Oh, enjoy the show, guys.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the show.
I lost a lot of genetic pools, but eyesight was not one of them. As many you may think differently after watching me on this stream, but I actually have decent eyesight. I just have a horrible memory.
Yeah.
Well, here they come. And Brett Epps carrying the flag today.
All right.
No, that's not Brett. That's Jeremiah. Excuse me. Jeremiah's in the all white, so.
Cavalier faithful, it's time to rise to your feet and greet your orange and blue. Here they are, your 2025 Richland Northeast Mighty Cavaliers. With 4 minutes on the clock.
Might have to turn our volumes down just
I
a
know.
smidge because
It's really loud
yeah.
with the band being next to us. Well, RNE looking for their first win all season. They're 0-7, however. Both me and Coach Floyd both agree, Jeff, that this is not an 0-7 team that we're playing tonight. This is a team that is much better than the record shows, and the 0-7 may be a bit, kind of misleading because they have lost 3 overtime games this year.
Have they really?
They have lost.
Dreer? Who
They
else?
lost to Dreer last week in overtime. Of course, we'll see them next week. And then their first game of the season, they lost by 3 to Spring Valley in overtime. And then they lost to Lancaster in overtime 2 weeks ago. So 3 overtime losses this year. Theoretically for...
Those teams are really bad.
All right. Yes, but theoretically, if one position goes the other way or whatever, they are 3-4 and,
Okay.
and just look, you know what I mean.
Okay, yeah, but Spring Valley's won that game and Chapin.
I never said they were great, Jeff. I just
And
said
we
this
know
wasn't a-
Chapin's terrible. I'm glad
Well, not
that-
Chapin. Spring Valley, Lancaster, and Dreer. But yes, the bottom 2 of our region, as well as Spring Valley, but they beat Chapin, so that's something.
But yeah, they could easily have 3 wins. Is what you're saying.
Yes. The point is, yes, the Falcons actually jumped in the pools, though, Jeff, in the media pools. We are now
Excellent.
the 3rd-ranked team in 4A, coming off of the 56-10 win over the Bruins of Lancaster at home, which, I was talking to Coach Floyd earlier as well, and he said kind of both felt like, we were getting back on track where we wanted to be. Obviously, the speed bump where we kind of got halt to a screeching stop against South Point, and then last week, or the week after that, not last week, 2 weeks ago at York, it was kind of a hiccup. We eventually turned it on at the end, but
Yeah.
last week got us really back on the right track. And now we'll see if we can continue to hopefully ride that wave of momentum here as we turn to the back half of the year, the back 3 games. We get, of course, RNE next week at Dreer, which basically a de facto home game for us as well as our final game of the year at home against Camden. Before we get there, though, Cavaliers Falcons. Grant Hill will pooch this one to the near side. He'll be taken in at the 20, bobbled, and he'll be run up the left sideline near Silem before he's shoved out of bounds. And I'm easily able to see who that one was. It made me a little nice. That's Caden Brown, unless that's not his number today.
That's Jaden Moody on the return for the Cavs.
Jaden Moody for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers don't do me any favors. They have a 2, 3, 4, and a 1, and a 0, and a 5. Got the whole first 5 numbers that are all basically on the same offense. Well, watching a little tape last week, the quarterback for the Cavaliers got injured. Kamarian Willingham, the senior. He was in a sling earlier on senior night, so it'll be Isaiah Small, who was basically quarterbacking the whole week for them last week. Now it's him with Porter on his, looks like kind of his right hip. 1st and 10 for Arnie on their own 30. Falcons look like they're playing man-to-man. They'll bring 5 to the line. In the gun, Small will speed option to the right. It'll be a pitch to Porter, far side. Tries to bounce it outside the 30, past the 35 toward the 40. He's tripped up. I think it's Jordan Davis on the stop. It's a little far for me to see that. Looks like a 9-yard, 10-yard gain. They're going to move the chains. It was Jordan Davis. I still have good eyesight-ish, but I can use it. 10-yard pickup for Porter on the 1st down carry. Makes it now 1st and 10. Or I guess we're at the 31, so it was a 9-yard carry. Interesting.
Oh.
Looked like they set up. Yeah, it looked like they set up on the 31. So 2nd and 1 on the 40 on the far hash. Very different stadium than I'm used to, Jeff. Small. In the gun, he'll motion Buckley from top to bottom. He'll get the snap, hand it straight ahead. Porter tries to pick his way forward. He'll have the 1st down, but not much more after that. The cast of Falcons will shove him back, but it is good for 1st down yardage. About a pickup of 2 on the carry.
Porter once more, and now he does have the needed yardage. 1st down, Northeast. At the 42.
2 years ago on this field, it was a slugfest, 131 total points. Last year, one of the teams kept it up, Flora, 44 points. Arnie only had 7. Play is blown dead, official timeout, as they're fixing the chain gang over here. As I said, one team kept it up. The Falcons scored 44 points. Arnie didn't get the memo, but that's partially because their star quarterback, Will Wilson, got hurt the week before and did not play.
And then Blake got knocked out.
Yes, that was the game that Blake had 2 really long Wildcat carries, but then got taken out after he was slammed to the turf. I think it was 2nd quarter is when he went down, and now it looks like they're changing personnel. Move everyone to the visitors.
The chain gang is changing.
The chain gang changing personnel. They're moving everyone from the home side to the away side. So 1st and 10 for R&E on their own 42, far hash. 4 down lineman for the Falcons is Porter on the left hip of Small. Small will get the snap. He'll pitch it out to the near side of Porter, who gets shot out of a cannon. He breaks 1 tackle, but he'll get tag team down. Reading it, I believe, was Azel Banag, but he just missed Porter. Does enough to shake off 1. I think it was DJ Johnson and Dub and Jordan Davis all combined back there. Couldn't see exactly what 2, but it will be a 1-yard gain for Porter. Yeah, Banag was ready for that one. Just a little too over-anxious.
Loss of 4 or 5 on that.
You know,
connected.
What's cool for me, Jeff, is that we're close to the field. You don't really appreciate how fast everyone moves.
Yeah.
I saw a white blur, and I said, oh, hi. So 2nd and 9 for R&E on their own 43 near hash. 2 receivers either side. Small motions Porter out. He comes to the flat, looks for a run up the middle, and Small will break through the initial line, go past the 45, tries to angle near midfield. He'll get past midfield before he's slung down and dropped. And a flag will fly late on a late hit.
Brought down by Blake Patet of Flora.
Blake Patet greeting his old team with his tackle over. It's going to be a extra gain as well.
Down at the 44 of the Falcons.
14-yard carry for Small.
14-yard carry.
So there are 2 flags. I don't know if there was a second or
maybe a
it's just
holding
one
is
of the
because R&E is
officials.
walking back.
Or it could be personal fouls going both ways.
Correct.
Late hit and then a personal foul.
Yeah.
Unsportsmanlike, I should say.
So we'll have to see. You know, they're actually going to be motioning to the other side, Jeff. So we're going to really test our knowledge here today.
No.
It might have been Dub who was on the stop, because it is against the Falcons.
Unsportsmanlike against them. Yes, they're going to march it back too.
Oh.
Yeah.
So okay, so it was. He's telling him to move back.
Yeah.
So one was during the play, one was a dead ball personal foul, which is why they're marching them off both ways.
A ceremonial marching of 15 times 2.
Yes, that is why they're again. One was during the play, one was after the play.
Yeah.
So.
Conduct against Northeast.
But it is going to be kind of hard for me to ID, certain people because everyone has white sleeves. So,
Wait, what?
so Dub has white sleeves. Blake's wearing white sleeves. I'm kind of like, or no, Blake's not wearing completely white sleeves, but a lot of players on defense and offense are wearing white sleeves, making it really hard for me to see their. I have to basically go with numbers and like body shape.
Yeah, you can just go with the numbers. They each have different
if I can
numbers.
see them, unfortunately, and we're not in the ideal opportunity. From we used to be so high up that I can like kind of see down.
Yeah.
If it's not like completely facing towards me, I can kind of see what numbers they are. This one I'm seeing a lot of side profiles.
Yeah.
As Roper's trying to stay warm on the sideline here with Coach Horton. A little under 2 minutes to go, and 2 minutes into this game. 1st and 10 for R&E on the Falcon 44. 2 first down for the Cavaliers here, looking for their first win of the season. And the gun is small, and the left hips Porter. He'll get the handoff straight up field, but he can't get much more than that. Brennan Williams, the Sear Walker greet him before the rest of the Falcons delve into Porter, loss of 2.
Isaiah Watson, the first to tackle the ball carrier. Ball's on the play.
Well, we could talk about
Second down, 12.
Brennan all day, the junior, racking up 36 tackles this season, 14 of them for loss. Number 15 right there, Jeff.
No, he's been really good.
He's been a menace there back in the backfield.
Him, Isaiah.
Those have been, the 2 unsung heroes, the guys in the trenches that really push that front 5 back there for R&E. So 2nd and 12 for the Cavaliers now on the Flora 46. And the gun, Small, looking to pass near side, far side, almost a pick 6 for Blake.
Small's pass is
Not near side, far side. Usually it would be the near side for me as the home team. However, far side, and Batet almost jumps the route and takes it for 6. Instead, it'll be 3rd and long.
Yep.
Blake's had many touchdowns here at this field. Almost had another one right there to start the game. And along with his touchdowns, Jeff, he now, I believe I said, I'll see on offense, but he added one more on the defensive side last week after the fumble 6.
Oh, yeah.
So 3rd and 12 for R&E on the Falcon 46 far hash. Small, dropping back. He'll step up in the pocket looking to run, and he runs right into Sear Walker, who bear hugs him and brings him to the turf. The near side defensive end. Sophomore already with 2 major offers. Make sure Small doesn't get anything. It'll be 4th down.
12 Cavaliers. Mario Hernandez Guzman.
So I'll see if I can do as good of a pronunciation as the PA announcer. Mario Hernandez Guzman back to punt. He's at his own 42-yard line. Falcons not leading a return man after the ball was clipped one of the return men last week. Guzman gets a high arcing punt, end over end kick that's not going to go very far. Hits at the 30 and will take a massive Cavalier bounce past the 20, and it'll be down at the 17-yard line. DJ almost got hit with that, but no complaints. So the Falcons and the definite fiction official Falcon leader in passing yards,
Yes.
Roper Wensky, will get started. Me and Jeff we talked to Charlie Wensky before the game, and we're all like, there's no one else that really could be, so we're barring someone else bringing something out of from the dead, it might be Roper. So 1st and 10 from our own 17 on the near hash. Roper. Play action looking for a pass in the flat. It's Charlie Scott. He may be gone. There's no one in between him. There is a DB on an angle past midfield. Charlie cuts it back in, and he'll just take it to the house. 83-yard pass to Charlie Scott. 800 yards coming into the day. He might hit 900 in one play, and the Falcons flip the field all of a sudden.
Man.
Well, we saw Blake with a long touchdown last year, 81 yards. Charlie tops him, officially an 82-yard reception for the senior. Extra point, Roper, good snap. Grant pushes that one through, and it's quickly 7-0 here with 8:26 to go in the first quarter. Well, Jeff and I, we talked about it pregame when I said Arnie runs a lot of man. They tried to jump that route, and Charlie was able to get by one and did not look back. Torian Livingston had a chance to get him, but great. I think it was a block ahead by Blake or Josh. I couldn't tell which one, and then Charlie cut it back in. Sayonara.
Yeah, we've also talked about Charlie being very fast.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, yes, he is.
Yeah, the center fielder for the Falcons on the baseball team runs down about everything right there. He ran down a touchdown.
I'm showing the replay right now.
Yeah, they can hear us this time, right?
Yeah, we're on this.
That was one of the things I
Audio
remember.
is working, yes. Nice.
Montague's not here tonight, Jeff.
Huh? Oh, is he watching?
Yeah, he texted us, both of us. I looked down for 1 second, and I was like, I wonder where Montague is. And I said, oh. So shout out Montague watching at home.
All right, we got people in the chat too. All right.
I can't see him today. I'm sitting
AC
down.
Flora University.
Wide receiver, you in the state. You know, I was talking to Coach Floyd, and I said, you know, it was Blake and I believe Josh's both highest yardage games last week.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, it's just a crowded receiver room. Not all of them can always contribute the way they want to. And right there, you know, you saw the third receiver today. Kendall's not playing, but you saw the third receiver today, Charlie Scott, quote unquote, the slot man, take it to the crib. Now coming in near side is Gano, and he gets smothered at the 25. The Falcons a hard hit. Or it was small, excuse me. Looked like a 7. However, Jeff, how smart is it you think to have your quarterback now after Willingham got hurt return kicks?
Oh, is that the quarterback?
That was the quarterback who
Oh,
got hit. Yeah, I don't know why they still have him out there, but he's just such an athlete. I guess you got to.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, 7-0 lead for the Falcons. Cavaliers will start their second drive of the game on their own 26. What do the Cavaliers have now after the Falcons' lightning strike? Falcons playing soft coverage on the back end. 4 down linemen. Small in the gun with Porter on his right hip. He'll pitch it out to the right side yet again. Falcons are ready for it. They converge quickly. Porter may fight forward for a yard, but then gets shoved back. Nasir Walker was the first one to read it, but the rest of the Falcons caved in on him quickly. Looks like toward the bottom of the pile, Monty Lafitte, as well as Jordan Davis. And Peyton Bishop as well. Pickup of 3 there for Porter, so 2nd and 7 for R&E. Already his 5th carry of the game. R&E on their own 29 in the far hash. 3 receivers up top now for Small. He'll get the snap and pitch it to the near side. A lot of green grass in front of him. Porter just a shot of a cannon to the 40-45 and gets tattooed by Katie Daniels past midfield. Porter, nice run for him. Gain of 21 yards and a first down. The best play for R&E today. Yards for Porter now on 6 carries. 1st and 10 right at midfield. Here for the Cavaliers in their orange tops, white breeches. And it looks like KD tried to hold up, but he was showing blitz toward the end of the snap and slid like he was on the ice, Jeff.
Yes.
And now he'll get taken out for that.
Remains first down. Ball resting on the AC Flora. 45 yards.
R&E now for the second time today will move into Falcon territory. They have the ball in the near hash on the Falcon 45. Again, one thing R&E doesn't really do a lot, Jeff, they don't really have that tight end in to help block. It all relies on Small's legs to see if he can make magic happen in quick throws. So 1st and 10 for R&E, again, on the Falcon 45. Looks like one high safety for AC Flores. Small changing the play at the line. He'll get the snap, he'll fake the pitch and try to run it up the field. He gets taken in by one, and he can't escape the grip of Walker. It was Walker who initially grabbed him and Peyton Bishop who finished him off. Loss of 3 on the play. So the bread and butter here for R&E to start this game off has just been the quick pitches. Right there, they try to fake one and did not get anything. It's good.
Wow.
That's not how that works.
They only got a loss of 1?
No, I guess they did, but the chains are on the wrong. Oh no, 5 yards.
No, the 5 yard, yeah.
Only loss of 1. Yeah, I don't know how that one works. Okay. So 13 yards, Small rolling out to the right side, trying for a comeback route. Or throw the ball downfield to the 25, and it is no signal yet, but it is caught. Coming back for it was Jaden Moody. And Small delivers a dot on the run. Give him a 23-yard reception as Benag was trying to close in coverage. So RNE moves into the red, or just outside of the red zone, excuse me, on the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 on the far hash. Small with 3 receivers down low. A lot of hard counts here for RNE, trying to get the Falcons to be a little over-aggressive, going from right to left with just under 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 lead AC Flora. Small will get the snap, dropping back. Looking to the far side, now comes back near side, now rolls out to his right, directing traffic downfield. He'll ball on his back foot and throw. Intercepted inside the 10. The Falcons take it away and get tattooed afterwards. But a ball that was thrown into no man's land gets taken in by Larry Pickett. The sophomore comes up big, and the Falcons turn away the Cavaliers. Small looked like he had a man in his face, but with there's no monitor, Jeff, so I couldn't see who.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't just try to run it.
Yeah, I thought he would just eat it, but the inexperience.
Yeah.
Inexperience of just how Small has been quarterback. You have a guy who's been quarterbacking you pretty much for the first half of the season. He comes in as kind of the gadget quarterback, and now a play that probably should have just ate.
Yeah. It is similar to a lot of, like, first interception of the year.
Yes.
You know.
And off straight up the gut. Falcons will plunge forward near the 20, but doesn't get enough. Simmons, his first carry of the day. Goes to the 17. It was Moten who got the lead back roll last week, and Simmons, technically the most yards though, 40 plus. The Falcons were really able to kind of finish the game towards the really beginning of the second half. Gave him 5 yards, Jeff, I believe.
Yeah, I think
Roper
so.
dropping back, looking to the near side, looking for Blake, and it's just out of his reach. A corner route right towards us. In coverage was Niger Gano, who was able to kind of keep him at bay. 3rd and 8.
Are you saying 8? Doesn't look like 8. There's no way that's 8.
Well, we started at the 13, so 3rd and 7. It's hard for me to really see the ends of the field. That's probably where my inability to see is going to come in. Roper play action in the pistol. Looking to the near side, roll out this way. He's got a receiver. Charlie Scott at the 25. Tries to sidestep a man, but gets cut down. He'll take it right at the 30. Tackle made by Gano, but nice job from Charlie and good pass from Roper. 15-yard pitch and catch.
Charlie almost 100 yards?
97 to be exact, actually.
Yeah.
He's doing well for himself.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's what you're looking for. So 1st and 10 for the Falcons here at the 31 on our own hash. Or near hash, I guess. Our own hash, whatever it works. In the gun, handoff straight up the field. A blitz, Moten or Simmons running forward as Simmons spins forward past the 35 to around the 37.
He's averaging something like 7 yards a carry?
7.7.
7.7, jeez.
Yeah, give up a 6 for Simmons. Yes, Jalen comes into the day, 378 yards on the ground, 7.7 yards per carry, and 5 tutties. So 2nd and 4 for the Falcons here on their own 37 near hash. 2 tight ends set, both to the right. Falcons will play action, quick pass here to Josh Davis at the 40. He's past the defender to midfield. Stop and start to the 45, shoulders a man towards the 40. Making the stop was Jimmy Smith, however. What a burst of speed from Josh. We saw that really towards the end of his freshman year with the ACL injury. We didn't see it last year, however, this right on cue does right there. 23-yard reception. You know, Jeff, we also mentioned this with pregame by ourselves. It was Josh really only played about a season and a half with the injury and kind of coming on to the end of freshman year.
Yeah.
So he's starting to really find his groove again. 1st and 10 on the RNE 40. Roper near hash, looking back. He'll take a deep shot to the far side to Charlie Scott. One-on-one coverage, and it is picked. Yes, it is. Wow. Ooh. Taking the ball out of the air is Chris Azuzu. Roper only his 4th pick of the season. Throws to the far side. And just felt like just a hair. Not underthrown, but not enough air on it, if that makes sense. You can see it better, Jeff.
Yeah, I was just kind of curious about the spot. I don't understand the 7-yard line.
Well, 2nd spot we talked about already. It's Roper's 4th interception on the year, coming now to give the Cavaliers the ball back on, I guess, their own 7. Falcons up 7-0 with 3:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Small in the gun on the far hash. He'll fake the pitch, now try to run it up the field. But he runs right into Monty Lafitte, who will slam him down to the turf. Nice carry, though, about 4 yards. Or 12, 5-yard carry.
One of the Flora players in on the stop.
Maybe listen to the stream, Jeff.
Huh?
Maybe listen to the stream.
I was listening to the PA announcer.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, maybe listen. I feel like that's how it works. 2nd and 5 for the Cavaliers on the far hash on their own 12. Porter on the left, hip of Small to the wide side of the field. Again, it's been pitch, fake pitch here for Small on the offense for Richland Northeast. Now Porter moves to the right hip. Get the snap, Small looking for a quick pass. That ball's batted in the air and it is picked. Yes, it is! Oh my goodness! Big man interception. Isaiah Watson comes down with it. I believe it was Peyton who got his hand on it. But Isaiah Watson dives and makes the pick at the 11-yard line. So Small, 4 pass attempts, 2 interceptions for the Falcons defense as now they move into the red zone for the first time today.
Oh, actually, it was one of our linebackers.
I couldn't tell which one. I just picked a number because I thought Peyton
23.
Monty.
Monty
Peyton lined
up.
up on the far side, so usually it's one of those two.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Picked and chose, and I chose wrong. So the Falcons, an incredible red zone team. Talk about, I believe 85% of the time we score. 1st and 10 on the RNE 11. They'll hand it off to Simmons straight up field. Tries to fight his way forward. He'll get past the 10, but nothing much else. Gets to around the 7. Brandon McFadden, the defensive lineman on the stop. 4-yard carry for Simmons. Well, Jeff, as I said, pretty much right on cue. 86% of the time we get in the red zone, we score. 83% of the time, it results in a touchdown.
Yeah, we need to increase that right here.
Yes. We've been an incredible red zone team, and that we were perfect in the red zone last week against Lancaster, 5 for 5. So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. Simmons on the right hip of Roper here in the gun. He'll get the snap. Roper pump fakes, looking to the end zone to the back pylon. Incomplete, overthrowing Charlie Scott. It'll now be 3rd down. The leading passer for AC Flora, already over 100 yards on the day. Now nearing 73.50 on his total.
Got a timeout, Flora.
First one of the day. 2:04 left to go in the first quarter. As I don't know what it is about R&E, Jeff, but I feel like I have to go to the bathroom almost every time we play them. Last year, I remember, was the worst one I've ever had, where I basically was doing this, what I did here, but there was 44 points in the first half, or pretty much, so I was getting just, I mean, it was brutal.
3 touchdowns while you were in the bathroom.
I went at halftime, and we might have continued scoring there, but, well, as you said, Jeff, timeout on field gives us a chance to thank our sponsor. Are you struggling with complex legal arguments? Radical Law provides expert support for trials and appellate courts. The firm specializes in appeals, motions practice, and counsel services, offering meticulous research and compelling briefs to strengthen your case. Rely on the expertise of Drew Radiker to help you navigate the toughest legal challenges. Contact Drew at 803-500-0891 or drew@radikerlaw.com for consultation. Visit radikerlaw.com to learn more. That's not easy with the PA announcer being as loud as he is.
Yeah, I know.
Basically, I'm going back to like first grade, put my finger on the line, trying to make sure I'm reading the right thing.
Yeah, but on a scale of 0 to Lawrence, it's like 8.
Something like that.
The Lawrence PA system. That was like,
oh my gosh.
It was tough to think.
The one that got me the worst was weirdly Southside Christian, because we're so, not to the PA, but the student section was just right there.
Yeah.
And so when they cheered, I was like, oh, that's like louder than I thought it was going to be. So 3rd and about 7 for AC Flora on the 8-yard line. Far hash. Going from left to right here, 7-0.
Tight end right here with the 2 receivers split out.
I believe so. We'll hand off right up the middle to Simmons, who will fight his way to the end zone. Right reach does work. Jalen Simmons finishes the job, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons strike. It's 13-0.
6-yard touchdown tote. Grant Hill on for the extra point.
All right, PA announcer, you can't have it both ways. We can't start in the 11, have a 3-yard pickup, and then a 6-yard carry for a touchdown. Got to math somewhere. Extra point almost gets blocked as the flag comes in late. That may be why. Looks like R&E was coming in late. Livingston almost got a hand on it, but extra point up and good for Grant Hill, who was perfect last week. So far, he's perfect this week, 14-0, barring the flag, which should go in AC Flora's favor, considering everyone's marching off the field.
Yeah. We'll watch that replay of the touchdown run.
4 carries, 20 yards for Simmons. Potentially was capped by just the end zone.
Personal foul penalty.
It was well blocked there for that touchdown run.
It was. And, you know, that's called 4-down play calling. We were always going to go for it on 4th down. It felt like, though, Coach Floyd said, we're going to try to pound the rock against these guys, and right on cue it works.
Yeah.
You know, it's so hard to, when you have to guard 4 receivers, tonight being 3 with Kendall being out, but so hard to guard 4 receivers that even when you're in the red zone, you still have to drop back because you don't want those receivers putting one move on you, getting wide open.
Yeah.
And so it opens to the middle of the field. Simmons makes him pay.
Yep. I like it.
And this is all about, you know, trying to continue our trudge towards Camden the last week of the season, which is schedule update, by the way, not on Halloween anymore.
Yeah,
it's the day before Halloween.
Camden on Thursday.
Yeah, so the 30th, just to mark your calendars, not on Halloween. It was supposed to be on Halloween, which is that Friday. It is now that Thursday, the 30th. Will be our last home game and our last regular season game of the season. Hopefully on our last home game, we should have a playoff game at least.
Yeah, Definite Fiction moved that game to Thursday night for the ratings.
Yeah, Definite Fiction had to make sure Halloween was being participated in.
Yeah, that's right.
At Jeff's house. With the personal foul, we'll get the kickoff at the R&E 45. And Jeff, you know what this is your favorite time for, right?
This is when onside kick should happen.
So when the Grant Hill special should come out. See if R&E's ready for it. Got a wide spot in the middle, and he will just boot this one deep, and it'll go almost through the uprights. Yes, it does.
Wow.
That's some points in Canadian football instead. Or arena football, is it right?
But that's what I don't get. It's like, so that would have gone to the goal line on a regular kick.
Theoretically.
Just kick it to the goal line every time.
So, is that arena football or Canadian football, where if you get through the uprights, you get a point? I think it's arena football.
So.
I've seen teams win on that on SportsCenter.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I know no one else cares but me because I'm a sports
This is not
nerd.
Ohio State, is it?
No.
Okay,
Actually,
good.
it's very much not Ohio State. North Texas and USF are playing tonight, which for anyone who knows is probably
they're really good good teams
probably a
this year.
playoff matchup. I'm
Yeah.
spotting the line. North Texas up 7-0. Yeah, USF is ranked 24th. I had my AP poll. Me and my friend do one every week. And North Texas is just outside 5-0. Again, UNLV may have a word to say about that, but that may be a playoff spot. 1st and 10 for Small, and he'll pitch it to the far side. Again, Porter on the run. He tries to get outside. He gets about 3 yards on the carry.
Circulates the ball to the 24-yard line. R&E, 4 yards on the
No, very much not Ohio State. Ohio State's got a fun one tomorrow, though. We play Illinois at noon. 4-yard carry for Porter's what goes down. Yeah,
What time's the LSU game?
7:45. I get to watch that one, actually, so I'm really excited about that. I get to watch that full game because I have to work in the morning.
Yeah, I don't
Yay.
mind 7:45 as long as it's away.
Correct. Death Valley at night. Not going to be fun. 2nd and 6 here for Arnie on the far hash. 3 receivers down low, and that's where Porter as well. Looks for a screen here near side. That one's behind though. No, we're going to say it was in front. It was a screen here to Adarius Willingham, the sophomore brother of Kamarian. It'll be incomplete in a 3rd down incoming. No, it's a really fun 3:30 game too. Red River Shootout.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, it's another great football weekend. This has been a great football season. I think the unpredictability of that has played a factor of you just don't really know.
Oh, also the City of Columbia Vipers play at Chapin. No, I'm sorry, at Red Bank.
I'll be sure to not tune in.
Yeah. I'm not streaming it.
Football is more important to me.
I'm gonna help
the Columbia
Coach
Vipers.
Damani coach.
There you go. 3rd and 6 here again on their own 24. Fakes the pitch. Small will try to turn upfield. Breaks one tackler, but he cannot break another one. I couldn't see who was on the stop. Only a 2-yard gain for Small. That brings up 4th down, an interesting decision for Coach Walt Wilson here early. Monty Lafitte on the stop from the PA announcer. So they're going to bring the punter out, Hernandez Guzman. Of course, Walt Wilson, the dad of Will Wilson, the 3-star North Carolina State quarterback now. But however, time will expire. 14-0 lead for AC Flora here in the first quarter.
That is the end of the first quarter of competition.
And the Falcons are up 14-0, looking to go to 7-1. RNE trying to find their first win of the season. And they'll get really one more crack at it next week. They get York on the road, which not a great crack, but they're going to get a crack, and then they get to finish off the season against South Point.
Oh, how's that going to go?
Love y'all, RNE. Good luck. No hard feelings towards the Cavalier faithful on the other sideline, but there's a potential that no one stops South Point again this year.
Yeah, that's starting the second half with a running clock.
Yeah, the Stallions are not just one of the best teams in 4A. They're one of the top 3 teams in the state if you pretty much ask anybody around. That is a very, very good team. It was a 35-12 victory for the Stallions against our Falcons, and last week the Stallions took care of business on the road and pretty much remember that stretch of brutality we talked about, Jeff. They had to go Northwestern, AC Flora, as Jeff is helping with some huddle stuff. Northwestern, AC Flora, Camden. They finished that off, winning all 3 of those. 2 of the 3 pretty handily. They were able to pull away from us and Camden, but they were able to have a gutsy win over the Northwestern team. So the Falcons do let Blake at least drop a little farther back in kick coverage. He's at the 45. They bring about 9 to the line. Hernandez Guzman gets a good leg into that one. It'll go past midfield and hit around the Falcon 40. It'll check up and trickle towards the 35, just inside to around the 32 before it stops dead in its tracks.
Yeah. Turn it around.
So it's been a roller coaster of a game so far for the offense, as Jeff's again helping with some huddle stuff. First drive, 1 play, touchdown, 82 yards away. Next drive, promising drive that Roper tad underthrown, that ball into the hands of a Cavalier, and then Falcons get the ball right back and punch it in with Simmons. How will the 4th drive of the game go? 14-0 lead here to start the second quarter. Falcons will set up shop on their own 33 on the near hash, going from right to left, and they're all whites. One of my favorite uniforms to wear. Roper in the gun, gets the snap. He's looking over the middle, a quick slant to Josh Davis, makes the catch and stays on his feet past midfield. He gets shoved forward near the 30-45 before he's taken down. Flag comes in late in the back end.
Is that a roughing or?
I'm not sure. With the way Jeremiah McGowan's looked at the officials, it's not roughing.
No.
Yeah, holding. Well, great play from Josh after a nice catch and way to stay on his feet, but it will be for naught.
Yeah, great throw, great catch.
Also, welcome back, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, after a minor injury, is now back on the field.
Yeah, good to have him back.
Yeah, right tackle for the season. Of course, shout out Juice. It's his birthday today, Jeff, in case you're wondering. I believe 17 was what I saw on Twitter.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is Juice's birthday.
Oh, awesome. Happy birthday,
Happy
Juice.
birthday, Juice, if you're listening at home. Of course, we love and miss you here on the sidelines. So now we're back.
He down? He's not down.
No, I don't see him at least. So first and 10 on their own, first and 20 on their own 23. Play action over the middle to Charlie Scott. He does not make the catch. In coverage was Niger Gano.
Second and long.
So the quick hitter to Charlie does not work that time. It worked on the first play of the game for AC Flora's offense. Now incomplete, so second and 20. Well, Charlie coming in as the leading receiver today. 22 receptions, 485 yards. He's already broken the 500 mark after his first catch and is nearing the 600 mark after his second. Second and 20 on the near hash. Falcons going from right to left, up 14-0 against RNE with 11:30 here to go in this second quarter. In the gun, handoff right up the middle. Looks like, I believe it's Trayvon Gary on the carry, or maybe Simmons. I couldn't tell which one. About a 6-yard pickup. It is Trayvon Gary. Yes, there we go. About a 6-yard pickup for Gary and brings up third down and long for AC Flora. Well, Jeff, Gary didn't get a carry last week. It was Moten, Quan, and Jalen getting the carries, but with the running clock in the second half, it made it pretty hard for us to do much. I believe we only had 2 offensive drives in the second half after we had the fumble 6 on the first play out of the break.
Yeah.
So we're running clock from there on out. Third and about 14, AC Flora on their own 29 as the play is blown dead. And they're going to say, looks like a equipment violation there on number 8, Donahue McNeil. The junior will have to run off. In comes in big number 60, Taylor Higgins.
Ooh, maybe those should be definite fiction timeouts. Whenever they send off somebody for an equipment violation.
Sure.
Definite fiction timeout on
Between
the
the
field.
hashes, Roper with 2 receivers down low in the gun. He's looking long, got a receiver. It's Azel Banag at the 40. It's overthrown by about a yard. Miscommunication there between Gano and Smith. They're looking deep, and Banag had a step. It would have been his longest play as an offensive man here. And a 99-yard pick on the defensive end last season, but almost broke one to the house. Instead, it'll be a punt.
Yeah, he just flew by the defensive back.
Azel, I get a new appreciation for how fast Azel is down here.
Yeah.
And in turn, new appreciation for the rest of the receivers because Azel's not the fastest one out there. The Falcons will punt this one away. Roper back on his own 15. Low snap, and he'll boot this one a low liner that'll hit just inside the 40 and will go right out at the Falcon 49. Not Roper's best punt. Usually gets about 30 yards on his punts. That one only went about 19 yards.
Flora 49-yard line. It's a 20-yard punt. No return. Good field possession.
Well, R&E getting left to hang around. We'll see what the Cavaliers can do now. Down 14-0. 10:21 here to go in this first half. At home on their senior night.
The controls for the orange and blue. Number 1, Isaiah Small.
Isaiah Small back out there, 5 wide. No one in the backfield with him as of yet. He's still looking around. Maybe they're missing one as they're still all looking to the sideline.
Their scoreboard's really confusing.
Correct, I've learned that. Their
I
first
was like, it's 49-10?
No, well, it's first and 10, but it's all on the left. And
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure that thing out for the whole time.
And then
Okay.
the scores for the teams are somewhere in the middle.
It's
the
the second,
bottom.
yeah, it's the second quarter of snap. Small
man.
runs it right side, got some space past the 45, tripped up by Jordan Davis at the 40. Small with a 9-yard carry. Yeah, for those who can't see at home, it is a very weird scoreboard for
Yeah,
me
I'm
to
going to have to
navigate.
show that in a second here.
Because usually, when I don't know, especially in this scenario where I'm trying to figure out how many yards they got on a carry or something, I can always look to the scoreboard.
Yeah.
So it's 2nd and 1, and it's the second quarter on the 40-yard line.
That's
Why is it
so
like that?
jacked up.
Just move it down. Just go second, and then one. Like, oh well. So 2nd and 1 on the 40-yard line of AC Flora on the right hash. R&E going from left to right in their Boise State colors here today. Small gets the snap. He'll fake the pitch. He'll turn it upfield. Gets first down yards before he's spun around and tackled. He'll go down to the 40 or the 37-yard line. Tackle made by Isaiah Watson, Monty Lafitte. But a pickup of 3 gets the Cavaliers a new set of downs. Arnie has at the Falcon 37 on the near hash. 1st and 10. In the gun is Small on his left hip. Porter. High snap. He'll get the ball down. Play action pass. A high throw. That's tipped and almost intercepted. That ball had some nasty spin on it, so it looked like it was going towards Buckley and just took a hard right turn, actually.
Is that Naz with the tip?
I believe so. He's been everywhere, Jeff. And
Oh, wait. Actually, you know what? It was a Zell.
it was a Zell.
Yeah.
Jeez, I can't tell. It's just so hard to tell when I'm like this slow. I can't see. Again, it's just easier when you're up top, weirdly enough.
Yeah, yeah.
I can see the whole field. Now I can only really kind of pay attention to where the ball goes. Kind of like baseball in a sense, but not as many, well, way more moving parts. And up the middle of Porter, and is he fighting his way forward towards the 30, and then gets dragged down, but a good gain for Porter. 7-yard pickup brings up 30, manageable. So 8 carries, 45 yards for Porter. 8:50 left to go here in the first half. 14-0 lead AC Flora on the road here against R&E. And Jeff and I are now 2 games away from streaming every single game here for AC Flora.
Oh, man.
We're close. We are really close.
Oh, wait. Chapin, though. We streamed that day.
We were there.
We had a pregame show.
Yeah, the game's on the screen. 3rd and short, Small with the quarterback power doesn't get going as that play gets blown. Play gets blown dead.
Oh yeah, I guess we unlisted streamed that.
Yeah, and then you posted the highlight. You posted the stream on your channel.
Yeah,
So you streamed everything.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, false start against RNE, so back him up 5 yards. You know, we are no complaints on our end. We've been in every game, I guess, is the correct way to say it.
Yes.
RNE now has a 3rd and 8 on their own 35. Again, their 3rd drive into Falcon territory, trying to finally make something happen as the Falcons defense changing the play. Everyone's giving the signal as Small in the backfield with Porter on his left hip in the gun. Small rolls out to his left, looking downfield. Now he'll tuck the ball, get towards the 30. Bengals outside past the 30 towards the 25. Where did he step out of bounds? And they're going to give him the 23-yard line. Small was able to stay in bounds a lot longer than I thought he was going to. A 12-yard carry gives him a first down for RNE. So the last time, Jeff, RNE was at the Falcon 23, they threw an interception.
All right, let's do that again.
I like that. I like that outcome. Round 2 incoming, 1st and 10 on the Falcon 23 on the far hash. Again, blue helmets, orange uniforms for the Cavaliers here. 8 minutes left to go in this first half. Porter moves to the left hip of Small. Claps, gets the snap, fakes the pitch, turns it upfield, got some grass past the 15 towards the 10, and he'll get shoved down by Bishop. However, 13-yard carry moves them into the red zone for the first time today, and a timeout will be called by, I believe, AC Flora. Their 2nd of the first half.
Oh, let's check on the scoreboard. All right, hold on.
Yeah, you can. I'm going to update my stats here for a second.
All right, so the furthest number to the left is to go.
Yes.
And then above that to the right is down. And then on the far right side, it's like ball on is the furthest one. And then quarter is up and to the left of that. And then the scores for the teams are in the middle. That is so much.
It's the most complicated scoreboard I think I've seen.
Timeouts left, and see possession. The team names are really small. Man, that's amazing.
It's something. I just want to know who designed it, I guess, is my opinion.
It's somebody who doesn't watch football.
I mean, genuinely it has to be.
It's like, here are all the stats that we need to track.
And
just put them up there.
I mean, geez, they're just making my life miserable, but it's fine. So 1st and goal for RNE, but they have 10 to go as they're on the Falcon 10 far hash. Small with Porter on his right hip. 3 receivers down low to the far side of the field. Falcons manning them up. Small gets the snap, quick pass to the back corner of the end zone. A fade route isn't caught. No, incomplete. Falcons turned him away. That's KD, right?
Yeah, it was good defense. What number is that?
Is that 11?
No, 17.
17, DJ Johnson. I'll give myself a break, 11 and 17 from this distance.
Yeah, that's as far as it gets.
Say 2 and 3 are the second ones, but I've gotten 2 and 3 down enough. And then the lacrosse jerseys, 9 and 8.
Yeah, oh man, it's so tough.
Yeah, you guys do me no favors with those. I'd really learn some stuff. So 2nd and goal on the 10. Great defense from DJ, of course. We haven't called his name a lot, but he's been moving a lot more into a starting role as of late. And Jeff, his 2nd pass deflection of the season. And they get what? They give him a touchdown.
They call that a touchdown?
Huh. What?
Huh?
All right. I mean, sure. I mean, I saw the ball rolling away. Oh, it'll be 14-6. Extra point from Hernandez Guzman up. Well, about to be up. All right.
Huh.
Sure.
All right.
7:52 here to go. Good snap, good hold. Extra point low, but flutters through.
The extra point is right down Brookfield.
I just see another angle of that. We have the farthest angle, and I didn't see anything on my end.
Score, AC Flora 14, Northeast 7. Cavalier faithful show your appreciation for our scholar athletes, keeping the spirit alive. Your Cavalier cheerleaders.
Let's see. Zooming in.
We'd also like to give a special welcome to the cheerleading squad from DC Flora High School.
There's no way.
You're looking at the replay? Yeah. I mean, I unfortunately, I need to get it up over here. I have limited space over here as it is right now, trying to keep all my stats and stuff in order.
The receiver doesn't think he caught it.
So, okay. And Azell can tell me this. I'm also going to someone, I think it was Brown, and he's like, Azell pronounced his name. Is it actually pronounced Banag? Is it?
Banag?
Yeah, they're calling him Banag. Like, I was
Oh,
like, there's
no,
way.
Banag.
It is Banag, okay.
But you used to say Benang.
That's such a cool last name, though. Benang on the interception. That's so cool. Like, come on. Give me some, like, give me, like, some credit. That's such a cool last name.
Oh, man. All right. I might have to post that one on the
Yeah, the chat agrees with you as well, Jeff.
on Twitter.
Hernandez Guzman will boot this one deep. Azell takes it in his own 3-yard line, and he'll see what he can make work. The 20 near side of the 30, burst of speed to the 35-40, past midfield, spins out of bounds into Cavalier territory. Azell gets all the way to the 48 of the Cavaliers, shows his explosiveness right there, and of course that's why he just got his latest offer from Sacramento State, the alma mater of one Cam Scatapoo, who big time fantasy game for me yesterday. No complaints on my end. But now we'll see what we got, Jeff. 1st and 10 on the R&E 48-yard line. Falcons trying to answer the punch the Cavaliers just threw. 14-7 lead for AC Flora. Pistol for Roper. Play action, he's looking back. Looking for a deep shot, it's Patet at the 25 to the 20. He outruns everybody and gets all the way, makes it to the 15, and walks into the end zone. I think everyone gave up, Jeff, except for Patet.
Yeah, he was deep on that.
When I said he outran everybody, I mean, he just turned on the Jets and caught to that ball. Oh my goodness. That's how you respond. How about that?
Yes, it is.
And now 20-7 lead. Extra point from Grant Hill. Roper gets the hold down. Extra point. Very good.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's plot armor thick enough to help Arnie stop that.
And I think there's some miscommunication again because, you know, Patet ran right past the Charlotte quarterback, Terrell. You know, and usually he kind of looked over at his safety and was like, hey, where you, because they kind of stopped running. Like, I looked over and said, well, that's unfortunate. Well, a man who had done a lot of damage on this field continues that today. Over 2,700 all-purpose yards here in his 4-year high school career. Adds to his over 2,500 receiving yard total.
Jeez, what's the Roper tracker on tonight?
Roper tracker? Roper just hit 168.
168.
With the bomb. So he's moving, I believe, I can do some quick math here. He's right outside of 74.
Okay.
I love that you're like the Roper tracker.
Roper tracker.
The Roper tracker. We need the Roper tracker at home. Yeah. Someone, McGrady Productions, Roper tracker, design and send it over. We'll be much appreciated. Well, 7:30 the Grant will pooch kick this one near the 25. It takes a bounce right into the hands of the near receiver defensive back Moody. He gets all the way to the 35 and then tables over. So R&E, after that touchdown got overturned, well, the incompletion got overturned to a touchdown. They come back in the same hole they left on. It was a 14-point lead for AC Flora last time they came on the field. Now it's a 14-point for AC Flora this time, but it's 21-7. First and 10 for R&E. They have it on their own 37 on the near hash. Small with Porter on his right hip. He'll get the snap, runs it left side all the way. He tries to fight through one, spins through a tackle, but gets gets wrapped up by Monty. Pyle keeps pushing forward past the 40, towards the 45, and Small breaks free past midfield to the Falcon 40, where he finally spun down. He goes down at the 36 of AC Flora. I guess he never stopped, Jeff.
Yeah, I don't know how you...
I don't know how they didn't. I thought they would have blown it dead.
Huh.
27-yard gain unofficially.
27-yard rush from the PA announcer gives Arnie a first down in Falcon territory yet again.
Yeah, it's almost like whenever those things happen, you have a big scrum. Like somebody on defense just needs to drop down on their knees and wrap up the legs. And
they're all trying to go for the ball, unfortunately. My dad's number one pet peeve. First and 10 now. Looks like on the Falcon 36-yard line of the far hash. Small in the gun, pitches to the weak side of the field. It's Porter who sidesteps into a Falcon defender and gets shoved out of bounds. Maybe a pickup of 2 on the carry, but not much. It is a pickup of 2.
Second down, Cavaliers.
74 yards on the ground today for Small. The Falcons kind of got a mix and match of their opponents. They're only allowing 105 yards on the ground so far this season. They've allowed more than that so far tonight. 2nd and 8 here in the far hash. Read option. Small will keep it up the field, and this time he cannot escape Peyton Bishop. Spun him around, dropped him to the ground. Jordan Davis helps them clean up duty, but a pickup of nothing on the play. Or no, they gave him a pickup of 1. Wow.
Small on the carry.
They're giving him some friendly spots here for Arnie, as the wind now really starts whipping in for the first time. It's been breezy all night, but now it's kind of making itself known. 3rd and 7 here for R&E. Falcons up 21-7. 5:30 left to go here in the first half. R&E trying to get their first win of the season on senior night against the number 3 ranked team in 4A. Cavaliers have it on their own, on the Falcon 33. Fake the pitch. Small will try to turn it upfield, but he gets double teamed and dropped. Nowhere to go. Larry Pickett, Nasir Walker combine in the stop.
Not enough for the first down.
No gain on the play, brings up 4th down.
Carrier ruled down at the 34-yard line. Make it the 33 of Flora.
So 4th and 7 here for R&E, and looks like the offense will stay on the field and go for it. They have it on the 33. They need the Falcon 26 for a first. In the gun, Small drops back. Now he'll try to tuck the ball and run a delayed quarterback draw. Falcons stop him. Did he get enough for the gain? They're pushing him forward towards the end, and it looks like he's going to get to around the 21.
Marking him at the 27 near
27,
side.
excuse me. You're right.
So that's short, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeesh. There's my...
And indeed so.
So only a 6-yard pickup. Small needed 7, and the Falcons turn away the Cavaliers yet again. We don't talk about it enough, Jeff. The 4th down defense, about 40% of the time the opposing team gets it. Falcons dwindle that number a little further down. It's so hard for me to see where he got it, but as Jeff confirmed, it will be the offense trotting onto the field between the hashes. Falcons will start on their own 27 on the far hash. Wensky dropping back, look for a swing pass to the near side. It's taken in by Gary, I believe, and who fights his way forward, gets to the 35. Or no, Simmons, there we go. So hard to tell the running backs numbers. It's 24, 25, and 28, so I can see a 2, but I can also never see the next number. Pickup of 9 from Wensky to Simmons. 2nd down incoming. Shouldn't be surprising. Simmons is the receiving back for the Falcons as AC Flora moves to the 36. 2nd and 1 for AC Flora, the near hash. Wensky in the gun. He'll hand it straight ahead to Simmons, who fights his way forward. Shoulders a man to the 40, but gets shoved back. On the stop, it's Donahue McNeil. As extra action toward the end, as it looked like it was Simmons fighting for possession with the ball with one of the linebackers, Tavares Lively. It is going to be a first down, though. Pick up a 5 for Simmons. 3:40 left to go here in the first half. Falcons up 21-7 over the Cavaliers. Going from right to left in the near hash, Wensky in the gun. Looks for a quick hitter. Charlie Scott at the 45, turns upfield, past midfield, side steps towards the R&E 45, but gets knocked down at the 46. Tackle made by Moody. Charlie Scott, another easy pitch and catch. Pickup of 13 for him. And a first down for AC Flora. Roper's now 3 of his last 3. And Charlie hits over 100 today at 110. Falcons with an I formation coming out. Now the line into position. Comes all the way up to the line. Under center is Roper. He'll play action, but Ted, he'll hand it off. Looks like the near gunner. Gonna be a play at the 40, and Gary can't fight his way upfield, sniffing it out. And dropping him was Nigeria Gano. 5-yard carry. It looked like the tight end is where Gary lined up on the far side of the formation. He took kind of like the handoff to the left, but was not able to break free. I like the play call, just
it's interesting.
was not able to work there. So 2nd and 5, 2:40 he'll have to go here in this first half. Falcons ahead 21-7 over RNE. They have 2nd and 5 on the near hash on the RNE 41. 5 down line for the Cavaliers is Wensky looking for a quick hitter, a quick out route to Azel Banag to the 35, side steps to the 30, but he cannot escape a tackle. Moody on the stop. Banag gets 2. Looks like they're gonna spot him at the 28 of the Cavaliers. So a 13-yard pickup. That's his first reception of the day, and Roper's now hit his 5th receiver here in the first half. As the play clock moves, the game clock has usually moved past 2 minutes. Play clock under 20. 1st and 10 for AC Flora at the RNE 28 on the far hash. Tight formation for AC Flora here as Wensky will pitch it to the short side of the field. It's Quan Williams, his first carry, burst past the 25. Shoulders his way near the 20, but he gets knocked down at the 22. 6-yard carry for Quan. Looks like it was Lively on the stop for RNE. 2nd and about 3 yards. We'll give Williams a pickup of 7.
Ball resting on the Cavalier 22.
Be the 22-yard line of RNE, just outside of the red zone. 1:15 left to go here in the first half. Falcons need 23 more yards for Pater. 2nd and 3 incoming. Pistol for Roper. He'll pitch it now to the near side, turning it upfield. It's going to be Simmons, who tries to fight forward, but he gets first down yardage, not much else. Gets knocked down, and it looks like around the 17.
First down, Falcons.
That's not Caden Brown. That may be, is that Gary or Moten? I believe that's Moten tonight. So there's Darius Moten's first carry.
22?
I mean, he's usually 24, but he's not. That's not Caden Brown, I can tell you that. So 1st and 10, Falcons get the 17 of RNE. 1st and 10 near hash. Wensky dropping back. Pump fakes to the right, now looking to the left. Tries to spin out of pressure coming from the middle. Rolls out to the left side, a scramble to the corner of the end zone. Did he keep his foot in bounds? No. Patet almost had a touchdown. His foot just hit the line in the end zone as he was trying to toe tap. 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Wow, that could have been incredible. I guess the game clock's wrong.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm trying to focus on the clock as much as I possibly can.
36 seconds and a half, 36 and a half seconds should have been.
Nice little runoff. No, game clock does not change. So 2nd and 10, AC Flora on the 17. Play action, Roper looking into the flat. Now he'll throw an out route to the 10-yard line, caught by Batet. He'll step out of bounds at the 8-yard line of RNE. Only 6 seconds came off the clock there. And they give him to the 9, so. About 3rd and 3-ish.
Your feet for defense. 3rd and short, AC Flora. 3rd and 2. From the Cavalier 9.
So 3rd and 2 on the far hash. Falcons do have a timeout. Wensky in the gun. And a hard count's going to get the Cavaliers to move. As it looks like a nice little job there from our own Jamari Carmichael to sell that one. And so it looks like RNE jumped in a free 5 go to AC Flora.
That's fantastic.
I think they got it, Jamari.
So it's first and goal from the 3.
Yes, Roper, of course, over 200 yards today, in case anyone was wondering. 211 now through 13 pass attempts. Trying to keep everything updated as I can. So first and goal from the 4-yard line, I think, is where they give him. On the far hash. Wensky in the gun. Hands it off to Moten, and it's going to be Moten bouncing out to the near side. Tries to dive for the pylon. He gets stuffed just short. Dives, and they'll stop at the 1. Falcons will burn their 3rd and final timeout of the first half. Game clock hits 16 seconds. Moten so close for his first Falcon touchdown.
We have the ring ceremony for our track star and alumnus, Ethan Moody. Stay in your seats for that. And then we have an amazing performance.
Yeah, I can tell you it's not Caden Brown, so I would assume Moten is wearing 22 tonight, because I don't see another 24 on the sideline.
Yeah.
We are proud to announce Richland Northeast High.
So 16.6.
Is that him, actually? He's 24, but it wouldn't be Caden running 22, would it? That's not, there's no way.
Nah, he's got to be 22.
He's got to be 22, because there's no way it's Caden.
I don't think that's Moten. Your side.
No, but I don't know who 24 is in here, so maybe a call-up from...
Yeah, so second and goal from the 1. It's kind of weird with the amount of time we could try a couple of passes and then go for the run on 4th down.
Yeah, I would.
Or I mean, there's enough time that you could run it, spike it, run it if you didn't make it.
I just think. I mean, I think my play call would be throw a fade to Josh in the far corner.
Yeah.
At least the first one, and then figure that out from there.
Either that or hit. Wait, is Grady playing tight end now?
Yeah, I think so. With Jeremiah coming back up. Yeah.
Okay.
So first and goal on the 1. Falcons get the snap, looking for a out route here to the near side of the running back. It's Simmons who has it. Touchdown off the swing pass. The 1-yard pass is good, and the Falcons go up 27-7. 13 seconds left to go. Extra point pending.
Oops.
You take those.
Yeah. Well,
Simmons'
that's a good
first
call.
reception as a touchdown so far this season. And Roper now at 2:12 here in the first half. I mean, you know, Jeff, we talked about what you can run. The simplest solution, maybe just a swing route to the running back and you can walk into the end zone.
Kind of. Just go with that.
No complaints. Extra point up and good. Grant 4 for 4 today. And the Falcons continue their onslaught 28-7.
Keep hitting the wrong button.
13 seconds. On Capital Stadium block. Second down. DC Flora 28.
No, wait, maybe I could, all right, let's do this.
Hey, Jeff, there's notable 4-star Coach Anderson down there.
Yes.
Coach Anderson would always tell me, well, they told me about, I think 2 weeks ago-ish, she's like, you know,
Yeah.
players always joke. They're like, I didn't know you were that good. Coach Anderson was a 4-star, one of the top offensive linemen in the class of 2008, I believe, in South Carolina.
Sounds about right.
So, and he's like, people don't realize like who I am. So like they look me up, they're like, you were that good? He's like, I hate saying it. So
Yeah.
I've now made sure Coach Anderson knows that I know how good he is now. I asked for a signature. He won't give me his autograph. I don't get it.
Oh man.
Notable Falcon legend. He's gonna listen to this and maybe strangle me next week, but that's
Yeah.
all worth it. Grant Hill will pooch this one away. And he'll kick this one past the 20 to the 15. It'll be taken in by Moody on the near hash. Tries to run it here to the close sideline, but he can't get anywhere past the 25, and that's all he's got. As the clock didn't move.
I know. What?
I get there's a home clock, but come on, guys. The 27-yard line.
Right, Cavalier faithful, here we are. First down, all runs, and
I mean, the clock didn't move at all?
No, not a single millisecond came off. So we'll see if they even try to attempt to run a play, if it matters or not.
Jaden Moody on the return on the
Well, they got
left
all kinds of time.
leg.
2 timeouts as well. Or
All right.
all 3 timeouts in 13 seconds.
Yeah, if they run a quick play, they should have about 25 seconds left after that.
First and 10, and no, Small
Oh.
would just need this one down. Unfortunately, that does cut into his rushing stats. A loss of 4, and that will end the first half. Falcons on top 28-7 here on the road against RNE.
Allow the clock to expire.
They will allow the clock to expire.
Yes.
Of course they will.
24 minutes
Oh, I forgot to show my replay. Let's see that replay.
Into the first inning here at Cowboys Stadium. AC Flora 28.
This is the touchdown pass from Ripper.
Stay tuned.
Oh, nice. All right.
Our incredible musicians.
Yeah, we are still raising money for the Definite Fiction Lacrosse Club.
In just a moment, you'll hear the
I'm just a little
Silver
short.
Cadet Varsity
So any money that comes
We'd
into my
also
Venmo
like
handle will go to that,
give appreciation at this time
or
to
Cash App
AC
for that matter.
So,
All right, let me switch to
the
that.
direction of Mr. Kevin Sweat.
Wait, they're gonna let us play too?
Hmm?
They just announced our band. I don't know.
Cool. Maybe I don't. They're not bringing their instruments, so I would assume
Okay,
no.
so probably no.
Probably just gonna recognize them,
Awesome. All right, we're gonna take a break.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
All right, let's see.
Another R&E game.
All right. So, while I have everyone's attention, on the screen you see a QR code. This is where tonight is the last night that you can buy tickets for the barbecue fundraiser. The proceeds go to supporting all of the Flora athletic teams. So it would be very nice if you could participate. And you can scan that QR code with your phone, or you can go to getfalcontickets.com and you see the instructions right there on the screen. Each plate is $12 each. And as I said, the money will go to supporting Flora athletics. If you could, go ahead and do it. The barbecue is awesome. We've had the same guy doing it the last several years, and they're back. So those are going to be picked up on, so 10/10 is the last day. It's this coming Thursday, I believe, is the it should be on the link if you go to it. But yeah, today is the last day to be able to purchase those tickets. So if you would, go ahead and do that. It would be awesome, and I know all of the Flora athletes would appreciate your support.
Miss Miracle Miles.
All right, welcome back to the second half.
Will.
You ready, Alex?
It's cold.
It's a little chilly.
I will not be forgetting my pants next week at Memorial. Well, so far so good.
Sorry.
21-7 win.
Yeah, weather's always warmer. Oh, wait. Okay.
28.
I know, I just looked at the scoreboard. I thought we had 27. I was like, wait, that's not where the score is.
It's so weird.
Freaking hate that scoreboard.
Just move just do something with it. I mean, anything will work. I mean, genuinely anything.
I mean, they have a video scoreboard. You could actually just do a digital scoreboard and then just make the actual scoreboard black.
Yeah.
Like, turn off the lights.
It's all good. RNE will kick off to start the second half, and a squig pick around the 40. Falcons grab it and go down immediately. RNE tried to pull one over on AC Flora. They say not today. And I believe it's Patet who actually was able to scoop that one up, Jeff.
All right. Yeah, I like that kind of kick where if you do hit somebody, it's going to be tough for them to field it. I mean, once it's back to where Blake was, then, ball slowed up.
Well, Roper Wenski now with 212 passing yards in the first half. He'll come back out for round number 2. He looks like Josh down low. Blake up top as the Falcons will start here on their own 41 on the right hash. Wenski in the gun with 2 tight ends in the set. He'll get the snap, looking for a quick out near side to Josh Davis, and it's incomplete just out of his reach in coverage. Chris Azuzu.
Intended for Josh Davis. Second out and 10, AC Flora.
Roper now 9 for 15, 212 yards and 2 touchdowns. Or I guess 3, excuse me. Forgot about one.
I'd like to see him add 59 yards on this pass.
That's the plan, right?
Yeah.
Just let Blake run.
Or you got Banag in the slot here?
Yeah, second and 10. Play action, no. I thought the play was blown dead. I guess not. I heard some whistling, but.
Oh, it's the band director, I think.
Well, Simmons on the carry gets 6 yards, brings up third down. Second and 4.
That's not right.
No, there we go. It's like, hold up. Something's not adding up. The math is not mathing. Spinney comes into the game for Azel. 3rd and 4 for AC Flora. You need the RNE 48 really for a first down. It's about the 48 and a half. That's where the marker is. Falcons on their own 47. Wenski in the gun, gets the snap, hands it off straight up the middle. Powering forward is Simmons. He has a hole past the 40, spinning to the 35, shouldering, continuing to trudge forward. He finally goes to the ground from Kyle Porter and Najir Gano. But Simmons goes down to the 34, and the Falcons move the chains.
15-plus-yard carry. First down, AC Flora.
19-yard carry for Simmons, his best one of the day. Showing off that 7 for 7 yards per carry, Jeff.
Good run. Who's number 51?
51, I believe it's Curry, right?
Yeah.
We came to the conclusion of.
He was lead blocking.
Nice. On the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 of the RNE. On the near hash, Roper handed off straight up the field. Yet again, it's Simmons who bounces out of the near side pass. The 30 angles to the 25, steps out of bounds. On the 20, however, there may be a flag that comes out late. Both the back judge and the near sideline official threw their flags, and this may come back, which is unfortunate because it happened 10 yards downfield.
Yeah. So it's going to be, what, 1st and 8 or something?
About that. 1st and 8, 1st and 9.
It might even be better. They're now marking it.
Oh, nice.
5 yards past, so it's like.
Also, I just want to say, Jeff, it's really, I know I mix up Peyton and Nass so much. I've seen them stand next to the sideline, and I mean, geez, they're the exact same height.
Are they really?
They're on the far, look over there, the far right. They're on the far out of the sideline. Nope. I mean, they're like the exact same height. 1st and 7 for AC Flora on the RNE 30 near hash. Wenski dropping back, punk fake, not looking for an end zone shot to Patet. A hot shot over his head. I think Patet expected a little less juice on the ball. Roper was looking for a back shoulder fade. Patet stop and start working against, I believe it's Gano. Roper's fastball. No, apparently he has a good fastball, Jeff. He can pitch on the baseball dime. We just don't see him because he's so useful in the field.
Yes.
So 2nd and 6 is what they officially have it on the scoreboard. Falcons on the RNE 30 near hash. Hand off to Simmons. He runs it right now, cuts it back upfield, spins past the 25, bursts towards the first down marker. It's McNeil on the stop. However, a 6-ish yard gain gives the Falcons a first down, and that's exactly what it is.
That is first down, right? Yeah.
I believe so, yes. Yeah, it's just right at the sticks, which made him double check. So a 6-yard carry to the RNE 24 for a first down. 10 minutes here to go in the 3rd quarter. AC Flora leading RNE 28-7. 1st and 10 on the near hash. One receiver either side. Wensky in the gun, dropping back. He's looking for a back shoulder fade to Josh Davis in the end zone. Incomplete off the helmet of Chris Azuzu, who was in coverage.
Good defense.
Great defense. Or was that Azel?
Using his head.
It was Azel. I thought it was Josh. And Josh is on the sideline. Hey, that's called using your head, Jeff, you know?
I want to see a post pattern from Blake right here.
That'd be ideal. Instead, we're going to hand it off to Jalen right up the middle. He fights forward for about half of it and falls forward at the 18-yard line. 6-yard carry brings up 3rd and manageable. Simmons up to 52 yards now on 9 carries. Falcons in the red zone, 3rd and 4 on their Cavalier 19-yard line between the hashes, or 18, I guess is where they mark it. It's so hard to tell from this angle. Simmons on the left hip of Roper, 2 receivers down low for the Falcons gunslinger, and drum major mixed me up again. Simmons moves to the right hip. Wensky will get the snap, handed off to Simmons. He runs it left side's got a hold of the 15, bursts his speed to the 10, powers his way to the 5, tries to spin towards the goal line, but he gets dragged down at the 4. Hard run from Simmons, 14 yards on the carry, gives the Falcons a first down, and they're knocking on 35 points. Yeah, Simmons was trying to fight his way to the goal line. He already has 2 touchdowns tonight, 1 through the air, 1 on the ground, trying for a hat trick. Under 9 here to go in the 3rd quarter. Falcons up by 21 points, 28-7 against the Cavaliers, trying to make it a couple more. They're on the RNE 4-yard line near hash, going from right to left. Roper in the gun, gets the snap, looks to pass near side now. A pitch to the near side, going to be Brett Epstein. He reaches to the goal line.
So close.
No, he's at the 1. Brad Epps looking for his first career touchdown. It was a near snap pass to Davis, who pitched it to Epps. Roper once in. Roper's looking for it. Falcons fight song, and they mark him on the inch line. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man.
That would have been awesome. It's a near pass to Brett Epps. Well, to Josh Davis, who pitches it to Brett Epps, the center. Or no, is it Jeremiah? It might have been Jeremiah. I couldn't tell which one. It's a 2nd and goal from the inch line. Simmons on the left hip of Roper. He'll get the ball and run straight up field for the tutty. Dang, that sucks. I couldn't tell if it was Jeremiah. I thought it was Brett. I couldn't tell, though.
Yeah.
Was it Brett or Jeremiah?
It was Brett.
Okay, I thought so. Okay.
Yeah.
Simmons, his 3rd touchdown of the day. Hat trick for Jalen. 67 yards on 11 carries. It's now a 34-7 lead with 8:29 to go. Dang, Brett. Oh, we wanted that so badly. Grant Hill on for the whole RNE defensive line jumps, gets the hard count. Now the question is, Jeff, do we go for 2? As we're moved half a yard, about a yard closer. It was a great pitch from Josh, I might add, too. Yeah. It's not easy to, when you know you have to pitch it, when you're trying to do all kind of in one motion.
Yeah,
got a good pitch down.
Yeah, it was a great pitch, and it's always tough for a lineman to catch that ball, so that was nice.
So Grant will stay on for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Nobody jumped off sides, and it goes through the uprights. 35-7 lead AC Flora. 8:29 to go here in the 3rd quarter. So technically, on the play, I think we've seen this.
Yeah.
I believe it's a 0-yard pass to Josh Davis. He gets the reception, and Roper gets the completion. However, it does not. There's no other yard. They do not get the other yards after that. I believe is how that works.
I think he gets rushing yards. Hold on.
No, Brett gets rushing yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying like Josh and.
Oh, Josh doesn't get it.
Roper doesn't get the passing yards.
Yeah, correct.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, my bad.
Brett gets rushing yards.
Yes. They're giving Brett a round of applause. He's trying. Charlie hyping him up on the sideline. Oh, they were looking for it.
I love the announcer's cadence here.
I know.
It's like old school baseball.
He's ready. Sophomore.
Left-handed slugger is up to the plate. It's a modern version of that.
When I'm in the loudspeaker at Publix and I'm like, you have a phone call on line 100, everyone's like, why do you sound like a broadcaster? And I'm like, well, it's my job on the weekends. Well, Grant will, on the near hash, he'll pooch this one around the middle of the field, but he'll bounce to the 25, take a bounce towards the return man. Gano's past the 30, sidesteps outside. He'll angle his way to the 35, 40. Right around midfield, past midfield into Falcon territory, but he got tripped up.
Man.
They mark him down at the Falcon 45. Another long return, this time in favor of the Cavaliers.
Grant was ready for him.
Yeah, Grant Hill is the unsung hero of the special teams.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's hard to be an unsung hero as a kicker, but of course, he's a great kicker. He's just an incredible tackler as well.
Yeah.
He saved many touchdowns for the Falcons. Well, R&E trailing 35-7. They'll start their first drive here in the second half. On the AC Flora 45 on the far hash, going from left to right. Small in the backfield, Porter on his left hip. He'll get the snap. Read option, it's going to be Porter running it right all the way, past the 45 to the 40. Angles his way toward the 35 before he's chopped down out of bounds. DJ Johnson on the stop.
40-yard line of Flora. Escorted out of bounds by DeMarcus Johnson.
Pickup of around 8 for Porter.
Second and short, Cavaliers.
55 yards on the ground for Porter, over 10 carries. Second and 2 for RNE as the wind stopped for a second. Very nice.
Yeah.
It's a very nice night without the wind.
I thought we had agreed that there wouldn't be any more wind.
I know, they were rude. Read option yet again. It'll be Porter running it left. He has a crease to the 30. Tries to break from one tackle, but he is too stringed up at around the 28-yard line of AC Flora. Blake Patet on the stop.
9 yards on the carry, and that's another Northeast.
9 yards for Porter, first down for RNE. And they've had some good drives. They got to see if they can hit pay dirt. First and 10 on the 28. Read option. This time it's Small, keeping it to the left side. Ducks under one tackle, but he runs into the defensive line. Maybe a yard on the pickup. Larry Pickett on the stop. We're going to give him a pickup of 2, so it's 2nd and 8. That was the 15th time Small has carried. 2nd and 8 on the Falcon 27-yard line. High snap. Simmons will Small will just keep this one, try to make some magic happen in the backfield, but the cast of Falcons drag him to the turf. High snap. Brennan Williams. Peyton Bishop combined on the stop. Or no, Nasir. No, it is Peyton. I am right. 3rd down.
Bobbled the snap, and he and the running back were kind of confused.
You give the Falcons any chance of breathing room, they'll make sure you pay. Loss of 4. So 3rd and long, 3rd and 13, I believe, Jeff, if that's right. You have it on your screen.
That's what I got.
Cool, 3rd and 13. On the far hash, Small pump fakes, looking long. Now he'll tuck the ball and run to the far side to the 25, and he gets escorted out of bounds at the 22. Falcons chase him down short of the first down marker, but he gets about 10 on the carry, which makes it 3rd and short, maybe 9.
You do? Awesome.
What?
He said he watches Definite Fiction all the time.
That's good.
Yeah.
We are making lifelong fans of people.
I should have brought a shirt.
9-yard carry for Small, but it'll be Hernandez Guzman on for the field goal instead.
Oh wow. Okay.
37-yarder from the far hash, going from left to right here from RNE. Markham actually, it's going to be a 39-yard field goal. Good snap, good hole. Guzman a low liner, and it is good. Good hold from Small, and the R&E Cavaliers are on the board here in the second half. 35-10 lead with 6:36 to go. Interesting. I like it. I haven't.
Yeah, no.
You just don't see a lot of it. I was like, oh.
We get so few field goals kicked in South Carolina football that kind of like it.
I know. I was like, oh, they're just bringing the kicking unit on. I like this. This is fun.
Let's go. We did it.
Falcons doing a good job of bending but not breaking. It hasn't been the best defensive performance today. Many talking points, I'm sure, will be coming up. However, every time the Cavaliers get further into Falcon territory, the Falcons continue to push them away.
Yeah.
21-21 ball game. North Texas and South Florida at the half.
21-21. Nice.
In the battle of some of the best Group of 5 teams this country has to offer. Hernandez Guzman, after kicking it right through the uprights, will now come back on for the kickoff. We saw him do a low liner last time. We'll see if he tries anything like that again. No, he'll just boot this one way deep, and Benhagen Patet let it hit the H of Northeast.
That's a touchback from Mario Hernandez Guzman.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Heck of a leg.
What you're looking for, right?
Yeah.
So the Falcons will let the ball hit the end zone. They'll get a touchback, and they'll start on their own 20. Well, it was a long touchdown drive here to open up the second half for AC Flora. They lead 35-10, and now looking to come back out for some more fun. And this team's on a march to try to average over 40 points scored per game. Right now they're at just under 38. We'll see if they try to get it to Brett Epps yet again, but it'll be Roper Wenski in the offense trotting out. Between the hashes, 1st and 10, 6:36 to go here. Falcons moving from right to left, and they're all whites. Once he gets the snap, it'll be a stretch play to the right side. Simmons gets the carry. Past the 25 to the 30. He has some space, 35-40. Cuts back inside and gets cut down from behind. It was the middle linebacker, Lively, catching up. However,
Brown on the carry.
it was actually Moten, excuse me, on the carry, not Simmons.
20-plus yard gain. There is a
However, a flag.
Where's the flag?
I'm not sure. Oh, it's on the far
side.
sideline. Yeah, it blended in. So Moten, after what would, I believe, would have been his best carry as a Falcon, will get taken off the board.
Holding's the call against AC Flora.
That's not cool.
Another
Falcons up.
downfield, so it's going to be 1st and 14-ish, 15,
Yes.
16, about 16.
Brings the ball back to the 14-yard line. Replay the down.
So 1st and, believe, what do you have, Jeff? 15?
16.
16. Hard to see over here, but 1st and 16 on the 14-yard line for AC Flora. On that far hash, Wenski in the gun. Get the snap, hands it off right up the middle. Moten tries to break one tackle, drags a defender for about 8 yards before he's finally taken to the turf.
Falcons remain on the ground. Gaining back the yards lost previously. And then some.
Good hard run from Moten right there.
Carry. Second and
Yeah, good run.
So 2nd and about 8. They move the ball towards closer to midfield at the Falcon 22. You know, the right direction this time.
Okay. McGrady Productions has entered the chat.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to call Haynes. We're gonna have to call you pregame for Dreer. Yeah.
Hand it off. Now bounces it here to the near side. Moten gets tripped up at the 25.
rushing play once more.
And he's slow to get up.
Across the 25-yard
Great
line.
play from the Charlotte commit, Jarrell Turner, the senior. Stops what could have been an explosive play for Moten, only 3 yards.
Beat the defense throughout the entire play.
Looked like he had a chance to make some magic happen, and instead just came up short.
Yeah.
18 yards off 4 carries, now brings up 3rd down and 5. AC Flora needs their own 30. They're on their own 25 on the near hash. Up 35-10 with 5 minutes here to go in the 3rd quarter. Wenski in the gun, Moten on his left hip. 5 down lineman for R&E. Wenski dropping straight back, looking for a near curl route. Javis has it inside of the 35, spins past the 35 to the 36 before he gets stuck out of bounds by Gano.
Wenski finding Josh Davis.
An 11-yard completion from Wenski to Davis and a 1st down. Swensky's first completion, well, technically second completion of the second half. His first one went for no yards, though. Second completion Davis has in the second half. So 1st and 10, Falcons on their own 36 near hash. 4:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Play clock continuing to run. Down below 10 to 6, and now a handoff up the middle to Moten. Tries to fight for it. He spins towards the first down marker, but gets slammed to the turf. It's actually Gary. Hard run for him. Seeing Gary continue to make waves. The young sophomore gets a 7-yard carry on first down. 6 yards, what they officially mark him out at.
Students, call your runs at this time.
So 2nd and 4, Falcons on their own 42 near hash. 2 receivers up top. Wensky may go there, but Cavaliers bail out defensively. Wensky play action, looks over the middle to Charlie Scott, who drops it. And the speedster would have been off and running. He had a step on both Smith and Isuzu. Charlie's gonna want that one back, but it's 3rd down.
Yeah, the defensive back was sort of crossing over just as
they saw what was happening, but I don't know if there would have been enough. They may have made the tackle,
I think
but
they'd have been gone. But
I would agree. 3rd and 4, Falcons quick snap, hands it off to Gary. He bounces out to the near side after running up the middle of the pass midfield, gets drugged down. What will be the R&E 48-yard line is where they mark him. And well, the near official did. The far official gave the 46, and we'll come back to the 48.
Ball carrier ruled down at the 48 of R&E. First set of downs for AC Flora.
So 1st and 10 now, AC Flora. Past midfield on the R&E 48 near hash. Wensky in the gun. Pump fakes to the left, now rolls out to the right, trying to direct traffic, looking for a downfield shot to Charlie Scott, and it's incomplete, just out of his reach. I like the idea. Or it's Mac Huey over there.
yeah.
Your 14 and 19 are not that much different on the far sideline, unfortunately.
2nd and 10, AC Flora.
Haynes says he's up for a call next week.
He better be.
Yeah.
I don't think he has much of a choice, Jeff.
No. I mean, how can you not? It's Flora Dreer.
Iconic.
What's the line in that game?
Lots to a little.
Us by 42.
Probably the same line it was this game. 2nd and 10 at the 48, handoff straight up the middle. Gary runs right into a brick wall, gets slammed back.
Pushed back by the orange and blue.
The middle linebacker, Dier Martin, came up to make the stop after a 2-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Gary up to 29 yards now on 5 carries. 3rd and 8. Falcons at the Cavalier 46. They need the Cavalier 38. Pistol formation. Wensky with play action. Now comes across the middle to Huey, and another drop. Uncharacteristic back-to-back. He also had Grady Bell in the flat. Decided to come back over the middle for Huey at around the 40, but another drop brings up 4th down, and the punt team will come out for AC Flora for the 2nd time today.
Interesting time for a fake.
We've seen one fake so far this season. It was against South Point, not at Memorial, I guess, against South Point.
Yeah.
It worked to perfection. Unfortunately, the drive was not able to produce any points. And now timeout. This time a real one. Not one from the drum major. I'm
Do
not
they
sure.
have 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, they do have 12. It's 5 yards.
It should be.
Yeah.
And it is. So now you may go for this one.
Wow. That's tough. Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
So free 5 yards gives AC Flora up to the 41 and a chance to now potentially go for this one.
Well, we're not going to?
Really?
Huh.
This may be a fake then, Jeff.
Maybe.
Try to keep the same kicking team out. Roper with thought, maybe trying to hard count him this time. I don't hate it. And now timeout call from AC Flora and Coach Floyd. I like the hard count, but
yeah.
With the punting hard count, maybe a little harder to get. First time out of the second half here for AC Flora.
If you call punt, I mean timeout, you got to go for it now, right?
Oh, now you go for it, 100%. You don't call timeout if you don't go for this. I think they're always going to try to get those 5 yards. They just came a little freer than usual. Well, while we have a chance for a timeout on the field, we want to give a special thank you to our sponsor, because winning doesn't just stop with the verdict. Radiker Law can be your partner in both trial and post-judgment proceedings, from serving as co-counsel at the trial level or on appeal to guiding you through collections and damage control strategies. The firm provides the strategic support you need to secure your success. Let them handle the research, writing, and arguments so you can focus on the bigger picture. To learn more about how Drew Radiker can help, visit radikerlaw.com or contact Drew at 803-500-0891. And right on cue, Jeff, offense stay on the field to go for it. They need 3 yards. It's 4th and 3. Wensky in the gun, hands it off straight up the field, tries to fight for the first down, but I don't think he got it. Looked like they were, well, the second effort may have got there. Initially stonewalled at the 40, and they push about 10 yards. Flag comes out late, but the Falcons will, at the moment, complete the play. It was initially held up by Higgins, but Moten, after a hard run at the end, may have gotten it. And a Falcon down at the end as well. Wow. That's how you do it right there.
Yeah, so what was the flag at the end?
I'm not sure.
I mean, there were multiple flags.
A lot of parents around us kind of jumped up, so it might have been against them.
It's sideline warning.
Aha.
That's the first one. Oh, okay. That's all it was.
Oh,
Awesome.
okay. Never mind. Beautiful.
Yeah, I don't mind a sideline warning.
So it was initially stopped from Higgins, but the offensive line with the push forward. 9-yard pickup from Moten. There's Jeremiah.
Good to see
He's
Jeremiah
walking off
back
under,
up.
yeah, hopefully it's a stinger, so hopefully he'll be just coming right back on in about 1 second.
Cannot play this game without you. First down, AC Flora. Officials mark the ball carrier down at the 28 of Northeast. Beg your pardon, 32 of Northeast.
Sort of the RNE 32, 1st and 10. Wensky in the gun, hands it off left side. And Moten, who's got a pick, he got a crease to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Welcome to AC Flora, Darius Moten. His first touchdown in the Falcon uniform. Goes 32 yards to the crib to the near side. It's now 41-10 AC Flora.
Ushered into the end zone by 51. What was 51 again?
We said Curry, correct?
Curry.
Whoa, that's a big gust of wind. No, Caden Brown.
Brown. Okay.
Yeah, it's Cade. Yeah,
Caden
Cade's
Brown.
wearing 51 now on the offensive line.
Gotcha.
There we go. That's why. See, now we're getting there. All on the ground game. Grant Hill on for the extra point. A low liner is good. It's 42-10 AC Flora.
I want to watch that again.
Moten did all the work there, Jeff, and Falcons hit pay dirt now for the 6th time today.
Hello to former downtown YMCA Comet Jackson Batet.
Yeah?
Watching from NC State.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I love how you notice all this stuff. Well, Jeff, Arnie's backed up around 3 yards off the 50, which is where we need to get to for an onside attempt. Grant will instead pooch this one to the near side, but it will go out of bounds. And No chance for Arnie to return it. You see Flora outscoring RNE 14-10 so far in the second half as the Cavaliers will come out for their second drive here. 1:21 left to go in the third quarter. As AC Flora looking to march. So what Match Prep says is an even series now. I'm not sure.
Us and Drew?
Yeah, us and Arnie.
Oh, Arnie. Oh, really?
Yeah, we were technically Arnie won a lot of the early 2000 stuff, and the Falcons have won a lot of this. Oh, a lot of the recent ones. 6 of the last 7, barring the last time we were here. See if the Cavaliers can strike here. 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line near hash, going from left to right. It's small in the backfield. Read option runs it to the right side. Porter past the 35 towards the 40, but he's angled out of bounds. Jeremiah Cabanis on the stop. Give him about a 4 or 5 yard pickup on the carry.
5 yards on the play. 2nd down, Cavaliers.
69 yards on the ground for Porter now through 12 carries. 2nd and 5 for RNE. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah. Oh.
And official timeout before the play gets going, and it will this time be on KD Daniels, so Dub will have to run in, and that will switch some personnel over. Azell now moves more towards the safety spot, as well as Larry Pickett. So when the gun is small, Porter on his right hip, wide side to the left side, and read option will be Porter, tries to run it left, bounces off a couple tackles. Monty Lafitte in pursuit, but Larry Porter turns it upfield past the 45 towards midfield, but he's gator rolled at around the 50.
What a heck of a run there.
It was a great run from Porter, 10-yard carry. You know, it looked like we got on his back, kind of rolled him over. Not the typical gator roll you see, so everything's going to be all right. 10-yard carry and a 1st down as Arnie moves to the midfield stripe. Under 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. 42-10 lead AC Flora. Ball in the backfield, 3 receivers down low. He gets the snap. Now looking to the far side. He's going to launch it deep down the left sideline. Got a receiver. Not incomplete. Falcons in coverage. Denied them the pass. Larry Pickett, as well as I believe it was Cabanis as well. 2 for 8 now for Small, 33 yards. He was looking for the wide side. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10, still at midfield between the hashes.
Hey, who's Chapin losing to tonight?
I'll look in a second after this play, Jeff. Read option will be Small, trying to keep it up the middle. Bouncing towards the 45. However, he gets stood up just short of it and falls forward late. About a 4-yard carry. His 18th carry of the day, Jeff. It's a lot of carries. Cavaliers.
Yeah, it's a lot to ask. I love that. The PA announcer.
I would like it a little better if the wind wasn't as bad.
Yeah. Tough to enjoy anything. Well, it's easy to enjoy 42-10 so far. So.
Oh, I mean, I'm not complaining about the score. I'm just complaining about the wind.
They're letting it tick to the fourth quarter?
They will. Chapin's playing Lexington. No score. I have to try to find the score online.
I was going to say no score. No way.
Well, yeah, so
it's just not on the
they
Max
haven't put it yet, no.
That is the end of the third quarter of competition here at Cavalier Stadium. Score of 42, Northeast 10. Students, please call your runs at this time. Nope. Students are free to hang out inside the stadium at the conclusion of the game. Additionally, our concession stands are now closed. Fans remain on the field at all times. All spectators.
I'm looking, by the way, in case anyone's wondering what I'm doing.
I'm looking too. No, this is a race. No.
Excuse me, not at this time, but at the end of the game.
Wait, that's a fake link.
Oh yeah, you never look at the links.
It was 13-0 Lexington.
16-0 Lexington.
16, okay.
Lou Bejak.
All right, Lou. Always follow Lou.
Always follow Lou. I couldn't find it regularly, so I was like, all right, time to turn it up here. Lancaster up 20-7 against Dreer.
Teams are on the wrong sides.
That's fine. They're fixing it now. Gray is up 62-0 over Airport.
Yikes.
That's a big a lot of points. So 3rd and about 6. Arnie now going from right to left near hash. Here to begin the 4th quarter. It's 3rd and 6. They need the Falcon 40. In the gun small, dropping back, looking for a near quick curl route, incomplete. In coverage is Larry Pickett looking for a Darius Willingham. 4th down.
Imagine they're going to go for it in 4th and 6. Wait, they're bringing
the punt team, I believe.
Jeez, why?
Same punt team and kick team. We're not in danger of running clock yet. 42 points is what's needed to have happen.
Single safety formation right now for Flora. Turn her back.
A single safety would mean a punt return formation.
Prior to that,
Sorry.
timeout.
I know I mistalk a lot,
Wait,
so I
what?
guess. I don't know. I think they're working on.
PA announcer's giving them a timeout. Let's see.
I don't know what the PA is doing. I guess there is a timeout now. As Jeff, there's some action on the Falcons sideline for who's warming up.
Is it Riggs?
It is right in front of us.
Let's go right. Oh, let's. There we go.
Riggs is warming up,
Number 18,
potentially.
Riggs Scott.
I've been trying
Oh
to.
wait, speaking of which, we need to show the cheerleaders again.
Yeah, good stuff, Jeff. Way to
And
remember.
then I need to increase the ISO so we can actually see them.
I've been trying to.
All right.
I've been trying to figure something out on my phone for the whole 3rd quarter, and I can't do it. It's really
How to
annoying.
make your call?
Huh?
How to make your call?
No, I found it. Yay!
Huh. The internet, you hit that globe-looking thing?
I just can't say it.
Okay. Oh, wow, that
And
is.
a wind took that one.
Yeah.
That was like a good punt, and it'll actually check up at around the 16-yard line.
All right.
Most appropriate to have 2001 on a special teams play.
You hear that?
What do you say?
Is it appropriate to have 2001 on the special teams play? That's pretty good. Beamer ball in full force, no matter where you are in Columbia.
That's great.
Gamecocks in action tomorrow in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, against the Tigers of LSU.
Leadership of Mr. Kevin Sweat.
I think we owe him one, you know?
Well, Jeff, as we said, we were warming up. And you know who it is? It's Riggs Scott back there.
All right.
So Roper's day is done. 223 yards for the senior gunslinger.
Oh,
and a low
hold on.
snap. Riggs will keep this one. This is where he may be the best at. He is a very much game changer, but however, he gets dropped back late, and a flag comes in from the back end.
Ball carrier.
After a low snap, could have been a loss of around 7 for Riggs.
Huh. I wonder what that penalty was.
Or maybe 8. Geez, they gave him a... They dropped him back all the way to the 6. I don't know. Usually it's not good on the run play when the pony's coming from the back end of the offense.
Holding's the call against AC4. The penalty is
That'd be
refused.
declined.
Down counts. 2nd down, Falcons.
For a loss of 10 on the play for Riggs. Which, unfortunately, I couldn't see how far back, so 2nd and 20 for the Falcons between the hashes going from left to right. 42-10 lead. Riggs, the running back on his right hip. He'll get the snap, and it'll be a handoff to the left side. Fighting forward and passing one is Gary. He's past the 20, 25, 30. Trayvon Gary stiff arms a man past the 40 before he gets dragged down. At the 40-yard line, 42 is where they mark him out. There we go, Trayvon.
34-yard carry unofficially.
36-yard carry for Gary. That's how you take away a 2nd and 20.
Yes. Just need to back up 10 yards to see the field.
Let's do it.
And then
Yeah, it's gonna make it kind of right where he wanted them the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
So it's 1st and 10 now at the Falcon 41, going from left to right. 11:30 here to go in the game. With Gary on his right hip, Riggs will fake the handoff. He'll keep it himself, now running to the right, but he gets drugged down. Nice job on the tackle. Nowhere as Livingston brings down Riggs. Gain of nothing on the play. It's going to officially go down as a 35-yard carry for Gary as they mark him out at the 41. 2nd and 10. Falcons on their own 41 between the hashes, and the gun is Riggs with Gary on his left hip. Hands it off to Gary. He runs it right. He's got some space, trying to stiff arm a man and gets drugged down from behind. Jimmy Smith makes the stop after a 3-yard pickup. We 3rd down.
3rd and 7. Cavalier faithful. Step your feet. Defense. Throughout the entire play, step your feet. 3rd and 7.
So 3rd and 7. Game clock just over 10 minutes here in the 4th quarter. Falcons on their own 44-yard line as AC Flora in front 42-10 against the hosting R&E Cavaliers. It's been a great day for the Falcons. They're looking to move to 7-1. Reyes gets the snap, hands off right up the field. It's Quan Williams trying to plunge forward. He gets a couple, but can't get close to the sticks. Maybe a pickup of around 2 as they mark him down at the 47-yard line. So 4th down incoming, and this will probably bring the punt team on as we're on our own half of the 50. Well, AC Flora, again, technically a de facto away game as we will be on the road at Memorial Stadium next week against Dreer before we have our bye week and then finish up against Camden.
Yeah, you're going to have to drive yourself to that one.
Darn it. 4th and 5 is looking for the hard count maybe. Riggs gets the snap, sees the safety creep forward, and now looking over the sideline. Play clock under 5, and yeah, this will call timeout. Coach Floyd will use his 2nd timeout here in the 2nd half with 9:01 left to go. This will move AC Flora now ahead of Camden in the region standings, though, Jeff, is we're both 2-1, and for some tiebreaker Camden has over us, they are ahead of us. Maybe, probably, I would have to assume how strong of an opponent they are.
Yeah.
Their non-region was probably a little stronger than ours with how it turned out. You know, we talked about it earlier as well, me and Jeff, before the game, you know, theoretically, and I go back to me being a kid when I asked my dad, I was like, why, you know, Ohio State with Virginia Tech, I was like, Dad, why were you schedule Virginia Tech? They're not that good this year. And my dad was like, well, you schedule games before, you know how the rest of the season works out, and we scheduled the game when we thought they were good. Theoretically, coming into the year, Chapin and Lawrence are supposed to be a little better than they are. Unfortunately for us, they weren't. And, you know, both of those have kind of just on the back end of having not a very top-heavy region where the best teams in the region are really good and the worst teams are not very good. It just kind of how it works out is really only have around 2 incredible games, and the other couple are just to the wayside this year.
Yeah.
So
Fortunately, it's probably not going to matter for the playoffs.
No, me and Jeff are looking at it as well. Winner of us again will be the 4 seed, which means 2 home playoff games, hopefully. As long as you don't get upset. We're not going to have that happen. As Roper with the hard count yet again, they're trying to maybe get the Cavaliers to jump, but discipline from Coach Wilson and the R&E Cavaliers. Lenski will take a couple steps, and he'll Aussie kick this one out of bounds, but not the best kick for Roper. Where are they going to spot this one? It went out of bounds in a hurry. Well, as I say that, they actually mark him near the 25-yard line. Or no, they say it went out of the 25-yard line, and they're going to give him around 10 more yards after that, the 34. Why do you run all the way back to where the ball went out? But sure.
I don't know.
I just answer questions. I can't answer questions. So R&E trailing 42-10. We'll see what their offense can do. They'll start their 2nd drive of the 2nd half, or 3rd drive, I believe, on their own 34-yard line. Going from right to left, Small, the man at quarterback with 3 receivers up top for him. Wind howling in from far to near. Small rolling to the right, looking for a player in the flat. He's got a receiver, but it is dropped incomplete at the 40-yard line. Looking for Cameron Buckley, who's been the running back here for R&E as of late, but with Small moving to quarterback, they've wanted Porter in the backfield. He's been too good to keep off the field, so Buckley's moved as more of a receiver role. Also, I didn't mention it, but shout out to Roper, first D1 offer, Hampton-Sydney. Gave him an offer. Yep.
Oh, nice.
So, 2nd and 10 for R&E, 8:50 to go. And it looks like everyone false started but the center, and that's exactly how it's going to look. Those are my favorite to look at. Everyone but false start, everybody but the center.
So confusing.
You're like, hold up. The play is in motion, but the ball's not going. I think even Small started this rollout as well. So 2nd and 15 on their own 30. Now Small roll to the right side. He'll look to the flat. He's got a receiver past the 30, angles to the 35, bursts of speed towards the 40.
Small's pass is complete to Cameron Buckley.
And they will mark Buckley down at the 40. So a pickup of around 11 yards brings up 3rd down. Only the third completion of the day for Small. On their own 40 far hash, 4 down lineman for EC Flora. Small will drop back to pass. Now he'll do a draw play to the right side. Shimmies his way towards the 45, diving past the sticks. And they'll mark him down at the 47. 95 yards on the ground for Small on 19 carries. 44 yards through the air. So 1st and 10 for R&E. As the wind continuing to howl in, read option in. It's Porter who gets the ball on the ground, and the Falcons jump on top of it.
Exchange goes right.
It'll be Brennan Williams who picked it up. I'm not sure who knocked it out. It might have been Monty, I believe.
No, Kutrakis.
No, it was Kutrakis. I couldn't. That is a 29. It'll take a 23.
Yeah.
But it is Timothy Kutrakis. And the Falcons, yet again, leading the turnover margin by a lot. I believe that's their 12th fumble recovered this season, Jeff.
How many?
12.
Oh, wow.
You gotta remember, Grant has a couple on the kickoff himself. That really helps the average.
Yeah.
So a fumble, I'll give that one to technically Porter, but I'm not sure officially how that's scored. AC Flora starts in plus territory with 8:11 to go here in the game. Riggs back at quarterback. He'll get the snap, and they'll let him throw the ball. He rolls to his right, getting chased by a defender, and the pass is completed in the flat to the near side. He'll get chopped down at what looks to be the 35. That is Parker Klosky on the reception.
Oh, Klosky, all right.
Pickup of 8 in Riggs' first high school completion on the varsity level. 2nd and 2 to the 35. Parker Klosky, his first reception here at the varsity level. Riggs gets the snap, he'll hand it off right up the field. Travion Gary will burst his way forward to the 35, pushing his way to the 25. Pickup of 10. Nice job from Gary. Trayvon Gary putting him together himself a carry today, a game today, Jeff.
Yeah. How much is he up to?
I'm checking. I gotta do my math real quick. Well, before we get there, Riggs will keep it himself, call his own number, go right behind Gary, and he'll get a couple on the pickup.
Riggs Scott keeps it up the middle to the 27.
77 yards for Gary, now off 8 carries. There we go. I'm gonna give Riggs a pickup of 2.
2nd and 6.
Or no.
Wait, I'm so confused.
Sure. What did they give him? Got him to the 27, so a 3-yard pickup. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riggs' stats for rushing are kind of deflated because of the fumble. Riggs in the gun, he'll hand it off to, no, he'll keep it himself, tries to run it near side. He tries to outrun a defender, sheds 1 tackle, but gets shoved out of bounds by Martin. Riggs calls zone number yet again, gets a couple, and moves the Falcons into the red zone.
Escorted out of bounds on the Cavalier defensive line. 3rd down now. 3rd and 3.
Another 3-yard carry, Jeff? Is that what it looks like?
So?
Or a 4-yard carry?
4-yard carry.
4-yard carry. Nice, Riggs.
Throughout the entire play. 3rd and 3.
So 3rd and 3, Falcons in the red zone. Over 6 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter, up 42-10. See if Riggs can leave a touchdown drive as Trayvon's on his right hip. He'll get the carry straight ahead. Gary breaks through an arm tackle towards the 10 to the 5, and he'll walk into the end zone. Trayvon Gary, hard run. 18 yards. Right, Jeff? That's where we got him?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm doing my best impression. And the Falcons continue their hot red zone streak. Perfect on the evening. It'll be the 4th rushing touchdown of the day. Missed one of my dots. For Trayvon, that is his 4th touchdown of the season. He's up to 95 yards in the evening. Extra point up. Extra point is good. 49-10 AC Flora. 6:05 left to go.
That's 95 all in the second half?
Yes. Or no, he had 2 carries in the first half.
Okay.
11 yards.
Oh, wait. Hey, I can show the band a little bit, too. Or the dancing part of the band. There's not a lot of light in the stands.
No. All the lights coming towards us, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I forgot to show the instant replay. Oh, wait, did I get the instant replay? Yeah, I did.
There you go, Jeff. Streaming success.
Yeah.
Jaden Moody to return.
Nice run.
I believe RNE's bye week will be next week before they finish with York in South Point, so they'll get a much-needed break. And I hate buys coming this late in the season, but I understand why.
Yeah.
And they're going to let him boot this one deep, Jeff. Oh, taken in inside the 10-yard line, directing traffic for Buckley. He'll spin away from one tackle, get away from Monty to Larry Pickett, and Larry Pickett able to grab the leg and not let go. Buckley shifty, doesn't able to show it there. Up to the 16-yard.
Marked down at 17.
Probably Columbia Sports star.
83 yards to pay dirt. First down, Orange, and
Wait, he just announced that like it was a gained first down.
God.
First down.
First down.
Yes.
Orange and blue. I like the Flora blue and red better.
Yeah.
All right, Jarrett Davis getting in, Jeff. Big number 72,
All
Jarrett
right,
Davis.
let's go.
He is in the game. We were talking earlier.
Yeah.
Small rolls to his right, looking for a man downfield. High throw incomplete. Intended receiver was Tayshawn Robinson.
Jeremiah Cabanas.
Cabanas in coverage.
Second down 10.
Again, still no running clock, so 5:50 left to go here in the game. Falcons will get a win in Blake Batette's return to home. Of course, he has a touchdown to boot as well. Second and 10 for R&E. Small looking near side, a quick curl route. And it is dropped again from Willingham. That one in the hands.
Batted down by the receiver.
Of course, batted down by the receiver. Josiah Morris in coverage. So 3rd and 10 for R&E. Charlie working the headset, a small roll to the right again. He'll navigate through traffic and he'll get past the 20 to the 25. First down and more to the 35. Gets stood up and continues to fall forward. 13, he gets 26 on the carry. And he goes over 100 today.
So the cheerleaders and band have been going all game.
Yeah.
I think they're just trying to not be cold.
I would agree. Small, again, the quarterback keeper pass midfield, breaks an arm tackle to the Falcon 45, and he'll run to the bounds himself at the 42.
Like full energy. It's 5 minutes left in the game. That's awesome.
23-yard carry. Yes, they're going. They like to keep going. 144 yards on the ground for Isaiah Small. 1st and 10 on the 41. Porter will take the handoff, and he runs into a cast of Falcons. Nowhere to go, and he's slugged down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 3. It's not a flock of Falcons, is it, Jeff?
Oh, man. No,
he has
it's
no,
a cast.
he has no idea.
Come on. Everyone knows this.
How do you not know that? I only got yelled at by Jeff for countless.
Definite Fiction, I mean, you think it's a sports live streaming channel. It's an education channel.
So, well, before Small's going to drop back and throw the ball deep right side. Got a receiver in stride, and it is incomplete. Underthrown, and good defense from Cavanis. 3rd down. So, for all my young fans, Dodger Films, the softball series, remember that? He would always be like, all right, aviation enthusiasts, what airplane is that? That's what I think of Definite Fiction. All right, Definite Fiction faithful, what are we going to find out today? What fun fact are we going to give you?
Yeah, I started talking about like cameras and lenses and stuff yesterday.
Yeah, you bored everyone to death.
I know.
3rd and 14.
Somebody learned something.
Probably not me. Small looking downfield, comes back over the middle, has got a receiver, and incomplete. Buckley had his hands on it, but immediately after Larry Pickett delivered the hit, it'll be 4th down.
Officials are going to meet and rule that a touchdown.
Catch, he made it. He made the catch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Special teams.
Well, Hernandez Guzman going to come out and punt this one away, I'd imagine. Yes, it is. The young sophomore's got a leg, Jeff, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he does.
He may be getting
just
some...
a sophomore, you said?
Yes.
Wow.
He may be getting some offers here soon. Back at his own 44 to punt this one. No one deep for AC Flora, and now man moves back a rainbow snap, and he'll get a good boot end-over-end kick that hits just shy of the 20, but it checks up and it goes to the 23. And with 4:14 left, the Falcons can try to run this one out. Scored 56 last week, so technically not trying to maybe potentially match their pace from last week. Who knows? As Riggs will come out there again. It'll be Darius Moten out there to try to take the lead back role here in the last drive of the game for AC Flora offense, presumably. Pretty much whatever happens here will probably be the last drive.
Yeah.
1st and 10 on the 22. Quick hitter here near side. Matt Huey past the 25, spins around the 27. Working on the 23, so about a 4-yard pickup. Riggs' 2nd completed pass of the day. Yeah, I think the cheerleaders are trying to stay warm. I think everyone's trying to stay warm here. Yeah. A lot of bundled up people here on our sideline.
I do like the idea of, yeah, getting Riggs some reps passing the ball.
Oh, I like this. This is exactly what you're supposed to do in a game like this. Because I feel like we get up kind of late in the game, so Riggs doesn't get many chances, and so give him some quick hitters. It's the snap, he'll hand it to Moten straight ahead. He runs behind his blockers, has a crease through the hole to the 35, past the sticks and more. Pickup of 10 from Moten. And his first Falcon touchdown earlier. The Dreer transfer will get a chance to play against his old team next week, and we'll see a familiar face next week, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
BJ Mack make his return to Definite Fiction.
He's a fun running back to watch.
Very good as well. One of the top running backs in 4A this season. 1st and 10, Riggs will take the QB power up the middle, but he will not be able to get past big Kevin Anderson, the sophomore. No pickup on the play.
Kevin Anderson.
I guess they're naming a loss of. No, they're gonna move him back. I think someone put the ball at the 35, and they said, no, it goes back here. 2:40 left to go here in the game. No hurry from AC Flora. Probably not trying. If you break one off, but no reason to try to match our 56 points from last week, which was the highest amount of points you scored in a game this year. There we go, Alex.
Oh.
Good talking at the end. Riggs back there with Moten. He'll hand it off to Moten up. The young sophomore will bounce it now to the near side. Escapes one tackle, but cannot escape another one.
The Cavalier defense.
Tag team by a couple of Cavaliers, excuse me. It'll be Martin combining with number 15, the senior Caden Ellerby on the stop. No gain in the play this time for Moten. Third down incoming with 1:55 to go. Well, the Falcons will again win 7 of their last 8 here against RNE, avenging the loss they suffered here 2 seasons ago in the shootout of shootouts. 3rd and 10. Riggs looking for a quick hitter. It's Joel Johnson who has the reception past the 40 to the 45, past the sticks, and that should ice this game away. 12-yard reception to Joel Johnson, who gets in on the action. Riggs up to 24 yards off 4 completions, and he should be able to just knee this one out and finish this one off. Under 120. Jeff, North Texas is losing it. They're down 21. USF have scored 21 points. And a quick hitter this time to G.J. Johnson. And he tries to get past the sticks, but he cannot. Trying to get a Falcon trying to mix the ball as Azel's in the headset, jumping up and down. Not very vocal. Well, of course, talking to Coach Floyd before the game, he said, got to keep yourselves moving towards the right direction as we go towards Camden, keeping your team on the right track. And I feel like this has been a way to do that so far today, Jeff.
Yeah, it's been good. 49 points, 7 for the officials.
Correct. Hand off one last time up the middle. It's Moten on the final carry of the game. He gets to midfield and will fight his way forward for another yard. And that's how this day will end. Moten, 71 yards off 9 carries. And the Falcons will take this one 49-10 against RNE. Just as dominant as their 44-7 win last year against the Cavaliers at home. And we will set up a date with Dreer with 2 games left in the season.
All right, good game.
Fun one here at RNE High School. And now we get to warm up again, Jeff.
Yeah, it's kind of chilly out here, so.
Kind of chilly. It's just the wind. But it's not bad without the wind, but the wind kicks in and gets you.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for joining me, Alex.
Anytime.
And yeah, we more likely than not will be streaming Dreer Flora next Friday.
Yeah, we had a talk to, I believe, Dreer, but they've never had a problem with it. I can't imagine this will be the first time they have one. And then, of course, bye week, and then Camden, which is the game that could decide how many home games we have in the playoffs.
Yes. Awesome.
All right.
All right, we'll see you next week.
See you next week.